Yes, too, to be here. Didn't have to do it, but it done it again. And we here. Isn't that right? By the con of Yahuwah. Isn't that right? Everybody can't say that. Somebody gone. I appreciate Mr. Yahuwah for keeping me around one more again. That's all I give you, one time. Isn't that right? One day at a time. Certainly somebody gone, but he kept us here. Give us opportunity to be able to make sure we get this thing right one more time. A lot of people don't consider it that way, but it is. Every day you get another day. If he give it to you, you get an opportunity to go back and examine what you did the day before. If it's the right thing, repeat the same action. If it's not, then you need to make those corrective measure. A lot of times people are not wise enough to do that. They just keep studying down the same slope. No change. Can't live for no resurrection. My goal is to resurrect when he come back here. So in order to do that, I got to be able to find myself in him according to what he stated, what's scripted. So that's our goal, to make sure we get this thing right. Correct? All right, I appreciate y'all pressing. Still got some out of sick and shut-in list. We got to get that sick and shut-in list on. And when your name gone there, you can't come out till you report and let folks know you off the sick and shut-in list. Out there doing the battle, you'll mess the whole thing up. We had members on that, man. It was folk, when I was in the battle church, we had folk that they was on there for years, man. You heard them folk, I said, I know them folk been ever since I was there. It was on there. That thing was, and I'm going to tell you what now, they didn't play that. You better have them on now. You know, read that thing. Somebody could read one file. Who wrote that program? Somebody forgot to put Mother so-and-so on the sick and shut-in. I ain't spirit, man. They were folks standing up for years. And such and such. We had, listen, and the woman did it. She was an English teacher, so she was so proper, professional with them names. Oh, yeah, it was serious. When she called them names, she enunciated them names to the T, boy. That mother, yeah, you got to call their name right. Folk didn't know who in the sick and shut-in. You know, you just, certain things, you like, I heard that name a lot of times. They ain't off that thing yet. Yeah, it was serious. Them program was serious. You had to go out and read them programs. It was serious. Style me, you had to read. That let you know everything got to be back. You can't leave program. The only time you can leave, the pastor could do it. He said, the spirit. They holler the spirit, the leader, you know what I'm saying? That's when the program different. But the folk made that program, because you had to have a fair program every Sunday. How many of y'all went to church that had a program? Man, you get that program at the door. You go to your seat, come out folk be watching you like, then you get a program? Them folk, they know who got a program. Then you get a program. Them folk remember you to, I'm saying, remember to, it's stuff like, now none of y'all can get away with that stuff. Man, them folk, when them usher government stand in front of that door and do the number here, go to that door. Go ahead and try to leave out. You're not going to folk look at you. Telling you to let you go. Go right back to your seat. But you're a kid, you get up, you got that thing, they look at you, they do you like to him. You like, huh? They be like, go back to your seat. You be like, you got to sit back down. Them folk didn't play that, man. Them folk, all that walking, no. Man, usher, then they had them gloves on. Oh, that's really, man, them folks ain't got them gloves out to be playing with you. Them folks come to your row, they come to your row. You trying to get it like we get to go, when you take time, they go to row. The usher come to your row. Instead of, go ahead and start moving, them folks stop you. You have to wait to let your row go. They release you by roll. Man, I had that thing on order. Them folks didn't play that. They were big on order. Ain't that right? They just had the wrong precedent, like for giving them the truth. You know, and when you look at it, you really have to ask yourself, why you? Because when you've seen a lot of different religious, you know, the way they kind of operate, holiness operate different. You know, they had a program, but that wasn't important about no program. They wasn't serious about the program like that. They serious about the dancing, the drum playing, and that stuff that's serious. You know, that stuff that was serious. Word, they big on that kind of stuff there, you know. But then you kind of walk through the different religions, you just see where you're at and what you come from. And then the fact that, you know, Mr. Yahuwah give you opportunity to get, you know, the information we get today to consider, and you realize just how abundant you was to something out of a lot of ignorance, you know. And you can see where, you know, people tell you, like they said, what you don't know won't hurt. You ever heard that? So if you don't know the truth, that's not going to hurt you. And it'd be people tell you, oh, no, don't tell me. I don't want to know nothing bad. You need to know you're going the wrong way. You need to know, so, well, it's bad because you finna fall in the hole. Don't tell me, don't tell me. I'd rather not know. And you know, that's dangerous because a lot of people live like that. You know, one thing about what we've done, we hadn't fully matriculated to where we need to be, but it's the fact that we've made, you know, leap years, you know, strides to change it from things that, you know, we come from being Christians and, serving under Jesus in the name and just the whole rhetoric that go with it, the whole idea of living clean never changed. It's just, the things that people have told you for years. We was on the same hypnosis as everybody else out there. And, you watch these people first, you blame them for things, then you just realize, if he don't give it to you, how you going to see it? If he don't show it to you, how you going to know? If he don't prick your heart, you're not going to know. You can argue and fuss with these people all you want, trying to make them see. You can explain it to Yahuwah himself will come back. He couldn't prove none of these people. Man, they got the King James Version. These folks will argue with Yahuwah. They'll tell me where that's at in the Bible. They'll tell them where it's at in the Bible. He's like, I'm Yahuwah. I don't see your name in this book. If that's your name, it'd have been in this book. They'll tell him, if that was your name, God would have put in this book. I mean, people blind. The fact that you could look at where your book comes from and see dramatic errors from where you said, it's so simple. This is your book. Where was this book translated from? Where was it copied from? This is the original. Let's go look at your original. And you can see just errors. And yet people will still keep going. This is God's word. I don't know nothing about that book. I know about this book and my Jesus. That's scary. But you know what? He has to allow you that mind. You know what? I can't be angry at people no more. No more, to be angry at them is for somebody to be angry at me, the fact that my eyes come open. You can't blame nobody for that. It's all about, believe it or not, it's all about where you at. You think about this. What superhuman strength, knowledge do any of us in here possess? You know what you have to ask yourself? So what's the difference between me and them, or you and them? Nothing. It's all about what you want to do. You know how many people have had an opportunity to hear the truth? We'll think in our mind, man, if they could just hear the truth. That's not true. That's not true. You can't base it off of that. It ain't about them hearing the truth. It's about where you at. Are you willing to stop living a lie? And that's why a lot of people don't transition. They don't want to stop living a lie. Think about what you got to change, what you got to unravel. How your speech change, behavior change, things you used to believe change, things you did change. That's a lot. A lot of people like, man, it's going to cause a lot of friction. I don't want to do that. You just be a common old good little Christian, man, you can fit in with everybody. Because God loves everybody. Everybody God's children. And you can make it like that. It's just you live a lie. And you just congregate with other people that believe in lying. The truth hurt. The truth hurt. Because it typically comes, the average person lives a lie. Oh yeah, you're living a lie. You're serving a lie. You're loving a lie. So now when the truth comes, it unpeels that lie. You got to be here in reality faced with. You're faced with reality. You got to make a decision. I can't keep doing this. It's wrong. I know it's wrong. I know it's not right. A lot of things starting to make sense. It's the truth. All this stuff and people jumping up. You know what I mean? People quit it like, man, I can't get the spirit and do like them. They got it. Man, all that running around stuff, man, out in them but clowning. And they made a mess out of people. Just emotion. They just ran them and they controlled them. And other people start following suit doing it. And people on their knees and Jesus, and slobbing and foaming at the mouth. And you really thought they had it. And you rolled them up, man, they feel foaming. They got it. Terroring service. That stuff was serious. Them folks came to church and tear it. These young life, they don't know about that terror. Them old folks tell all the time, man, them old folks, you say, here's how you doing. They say, you got the Holy Ghost? Listen, they'll pull you to, listen. Them folks snatch you, pull them to, they look at you got the Holy Ghost. You be like, well, they say, you need to tear it. They say, that's how I got it. You be like, you just done spoke. They grab your hand, they snatch you. You got the Holy Ghost? Like, whoa, that's, man, my name Tony. You're like, what, seriously? Them folk can't, who remember, them old folk was serious about that. So they had an honesty, but it was just bottled with so much ignorance. The proof in what you got gonna be in the behavior. You can say anything with your mouth. They'll holler and get them and tell you they had it too. They just be telling lies. They just telling lies. Cause you start finding out where all these little falters come in and stuff they do. And it got a lot of people off. People say, I remember one preacher I knew. I remember he talked about he the bishop now, True Dirt. He was talking about how he couldn't get it. He said some folk be there tearing. Said man told him, say he had a bucket of water, told him put his hand in it. Said put your hand in water. Try to get it. They put a hand in it. He said, can you feel it? You feel it? He said, no. He said he ain't gonna be saved. I said, hear that thing messed him up. Yeah, because everybody had it. They told him put his hand in the water. This is it. This is the last try. They put his hand in that water and he said, you feel it? He said, nah. So he ain't gonna be saved. Let's move on. Yeah, that's how that was. So you know what I mean? Now think about it. Now you behind him and your turn there. What you finna say? You gonna say you don't feel it too? I feel something. Nobody don't want to hear that. Nobody, you don't put somebody on a restriction. Where you get that from when somebody put their hand in some water and got it? But you know, how many people you messed up though? How many people you just start telling lies? And then your life eventually gonna come back on you. So, you know, our goal is just sit down and just, you know, make sure we got it. And then we walk accordingly. That's it. Don't let nobody push you into that. We're going to get here, we're going to learn it, and we're going to do exactly what the man said. And everything he's supposed to do, he's going to do it. Let me ask y'all a question. Did Abraham have it? The book said he obeyed and kept it. So we're going to say Abraham didn't have it because it wasn't given as a gift. That's tight. I guess he's going to go back and give it to him later. So a lot of stuff that people run around trying to do with theatry, I want to just make sure I can comply. Dawood was a man after his own law. Dawood had it. Hello? See, the Ruach moved on people back then. It didn't stay. They never kept it. It moved on them to do certain actions. It didn't stay. It wasn't given yet as a gift. As what we call a barak, as a benefit. Yet these people maintained and they obeyed. They kept it. Now, I'm not always telling somebody you don't have to have it. You need to get it. But you need to understand you got to come into subjection, come in compliance with. And that's what we strive to do, to make sure we line up and we measure out just like these people did. These people still record it. Abraham, this man sets at the pinnacle of what we got to have. Yo, Amanah, you got to measure up against Abraham. I got it, but it ain't like Abraham. Then you know where you at, right? You ain't got it. I'm just being honest. The man set the pinnacle for Amanah. That's it, Abraham. Who you gonna look at? Okay, that's what we gotta do. And I mean, this man set such a stature that even his being even benefited from it. Didn't even have to go. Everybody else had to leave because of famine, not him. You see how he kept it? Because of the works of Abraham. That's how important it is. You know, now when you read, you know, people to tell you, you know, Amanah is not a works, but yet then, you know, Jacob will tell you that Amanah without works is dead. Hello? That's the truth. You got to have some works that measure up to it. You'll get people, man, Christian church confuse you up so bad you don't know what's going on. Jacob, that they called Jay, told you, he said, I'll show you my Amanah by my works. Let's go with Abraham Amanah. How do we know it? Because he told it to us. He obeyed and kept my charge, my statute. So he didn't have no works? Okay, I'm trying to tell you. Abraham was justified by his Amunah. Isn't that right? He had a work according to what according to the thing that Elohim told him or marred him to do. See, they'll mess you up so bad, man, hey, you so confused, you don't know what you're supposed to do. I don't want to try to have it. You can't get it by works, not by your own work. What kind of sense that make? You can't have Amunah by works. That makes absolutely no sense. There is a proof behind your Amunah. Why are you going to tell us that he staggered not? He ain't got to prove that nobody you got it, don't matter. Because if you got it, it's got to work. That's going to manifest. You an apple tree, you ain't got no apples. Then you ain't no apple tree. That's all that. By their fruit, you're going to know them. So how are we going to know him if he don't have no works according to his Amunah? I tell you, these folks are man, listen, Christianity will mess you up. I mean, it's confusing because you go do something. Oh, you trying to have works. You can't be saved by work. Now I got to stop doing stuff. Faith, if you got faith, that means you don't do nothing. Christian doesn't it? Faith means you don't have to do nothing. All you do is believe. God do the rest. Which makes absolutely no sense. If you have Amunah, what they try to call faith, then it's activated. You have a proof of it. There is evidence. Y'all got, when the book told there was evidence that Yahuwah sprang, why? Because they said it? Evidence is proof. If I said Kennedy just murdered Cam, oh yeah, for Cam, you know. So now you do that, then I got to show some proof of that. I can't just be silent my mouth. Why? I've witnessed some. I have the evidence, proof to show that he did it, which is evident. So if you got Amunah, you got to have some evidence. Hello? Just like the Ruach HaKodesh, there's going to be evidence. He told us what the pari of the ox is, right? Pari is the fruit of an ox, of a tree. Where if you had a raw hakadah, there is evidence. There's proof. He told you where it's all consisted of. There is a fruit, got it? That proves out whether or not it is. Just like it justified everyone these ox out here, these trees. You ain't got to believe them, but they got proof, right? An orange tree got proof. Plum tree, grape tree, fig tree, well, grapevine, all that got proof. That's the evidence. To this is what I am. Well, I refuse to believe. You don't have to believe, but I got evidence. Then you refuse to admit the truth. Just like Elohim. We believe Elohim by his works. Or by what he told his mouth. By his actions. Isn't that right? That's his evidence. That's how it's evident he exists. And now you got to have evidence that you actually complying to what he told you. Actually, you believe, yeah, well, prove it out. You say you believe it. You are money. You should have some proof. Right? You should have some consistency. Right? Y'all all right with that? Don't be like America, they say and they do not. Isn't that right? They still worry about how they're going to stop these shootings out here. I'm not worried about how they're going to stop these shootings. You take all the guns away from everybody. All the crazy bastards are going to do is run somebody with a car. They're doing the same thing in England. This ain't nothing new. You ain't stopping these people. Listen, they're willing knives, they're stabbing people. These people don't care. No, just stop it. Until you change the hearts of people, nothing going to change. Leave the guns alone. Some stuff now they let these people do makes absolutely no sense. I just be honest with you, I don't believe people should be able to walk in the store and just buy no pieces of no gun and put no guns together your own and just go. We need to be able to find some or find a gun to trade back to somebody. People need to be responsible. All my guns registered. I got all mine. I own mine. I got my paper. I ain't got time for no slip and slide up under no ties. I want to know if they come up missing, I need to find them. And then I need to prosecute you or use it on you to make sure you don't take no more of them. Whichever come first. But at the end of the day, some of this stuff these people doing, it don't make no sense. It ain't about, get rid of Republican, Democrat. I don't know why these people make it about politics. Just tell the truth. The world's sick, and they didn't admit their kids sick. That's the problem. This white America need to stand up and admit the reason why a lot of these shootings have happened, not every one of them, but a lot of these white kids shooting is because of white rearing. It's the way they rear their kids. That's the truth. They might just admit it. We can admit our kid. We done screwed up with ours too. If everybody take responsibility for their kid, we can fix it. This ain't to kill white people. All white people bad. Just tell the truth. It's the way you play with your kids. You take your kid. You know some of these people take their kids out in the woods with a puppy and let them kill a puppy. Just so they can start learning how to take a life. Take an animal and kill it and then drink the blood of the animal. So you one with the animal. Come on, man. This is barbaric. What you think you train this kid to do? Y'all don't know a lot of them do that. They'll take their first kill and drink the blood of it. Now you got a little mad dog on the street. Black people, we ain't no better. We done messed our kids up too. We done ran the man out the house and thought the woman could raise them. You can't raise them kids by yourself. Need to get daddy back in here and fix these homes. I ain't talking about these homes where dad a molester. Dad is a whoremonger. Dad, I won't be laying around with him. Everybody different. I ain't finna do it. You ain't finna give me nothing, nigga. Have me right here. I don't jump on no monkey pox and I ain't been with no sister. No, I ain't got time for no food like that. That bad. It's so bad. England asking the sister. They say, y'all start having sex. That bad. They had to add the sister start. They don't even want to say sex. They just tell the folks. Everybody know who they talking to. Now all of a sudden, it's bad. They got to come on now to add these folks. Y'all will start having sex. You just said that. Somebody there, who you talking to? You talking to married people? You talking to a man or woman? Make them tell it. Who? It's the fags. You know, I don't know why folks don't remember. They're gonna say, it's all about sex. It's not to be a homosexual, but for sex. And what I'm really gonna holler, there's something trapping you. Ain't nothing trapping you. It's about sex. You just want to will your body to do something contrary to Yahuwah. That's all. It's about sex. It's about getting the Greeks. Listen, the Greeks messed up everybody. Hey man, y'all know that always something. We can't do nothing without stripping. It got some guy. Gotta be on evil sport. Why all I gotta take a shower here? Why we can't get individual shower, individual dress room? What? We all men in here. What? That's why we need to cover up. The Greeks push everybody into some form of something, and it's some folks struggling. I'm telling you, these folks, they know sport play a lot of part of it. There's some folks struggling, they're not strong enough for it. They always want to shove you up somewhere, get everybody naked, get something going. Everything got to be taking clothes off. We're going to beat you. Everybody come through like this. Well, I ain't going to come through. I'm going to come through a different way. I'm coming through the window. You know, it's because I'm just saying, nah, did I say everybody can't do it? I didn't say that. I'm just telling you, it's always that push it because you're going to find the weak ones. I'm going to find, what, they had them Kappas up in Texas, remember that? And they ate the donuts off the guy's penis. Oh, yeah, they got it. Them guys weren't being so bad. What, that was up at Prairie View. Put donuts on their penis. Yeah, this and this. Come on, we're going to do something different this year. Put donuts on. First of all, I don't know how you got no donut on now. That's the first problem. Then we're going to back up to what the other problem. Why would you think about trying to go? How was you so confident you were going to get a donut on now? And why was you thinking about a man mouth? That man bite and go to him and kick. What are you thinking? What are they thinking? You want to be in a group so bad, you eat a donut off a man's penis. Man, you forsake. That's just tie them up and shot them down. I ain't no use you living. Because see, they'll get them. But see, I'm telling you, guess what happened? Greek philosophy. Greek philosophy. They ain't just, listen, it ain't limited just to people of color. White people too, getting in the casket with the skull and bone, butt naked, getting him butt naked and masturbate and tell all your secrets. Man, ain't time for all that stuff, man. That's crazy. What do you want to stand around a casket and watch me masturbate for? They're like, what's wrong with your mind? I don't know why I got to get in here and masturbate. Why I just can't go get a girl? Ain't that right? And master her. Always something crazy, man. It's always something crazy. This way we be bonded for life. You don't need no bond like that. They already got super glue. We don't need nothing like that. It's just always something. I'm just telling you. And for black people, they prey on us because we want to be popular. We want to be connected to something. So they'll put you in a situation, they'll pull you through and get you connected to something and swear to overget you. Everyone at information, everybody play with the Greeks. All they play, you got to. Because the G is not even for God, it's for geometry. And you got that from the Greeks. So everybody play with you. Everybody get you and play. Everybody want to beat you and whoop you. I don't need anybody to whoop me to get in nothing. Henry Gray done gave me all my whooping. We good. I don't need nobody whooping on me. I'm good. I don't need no more beatings. I'm good. But see, everybody just want to use us and make a fool out of us and get us. And then you come right here and you fall right into their system out here. So we got to break them psychosis. It's killing us now. Get back to rearing our homes up, get our homes back, get our kids back. I'm telling you, I can help us. I can help the white nation, the Asian nation, Hispanic nation, all these nations. I can help them. Just I got to start living the truth. Tell the truth, man, our homes messed up. Everything out of order is chaos. The woman got to learn her role, understand how far she can go. The man got to learn her role. It's situations where husband and wife ain't work out, have a divorce. It don't mean you can't still be a good father, a good mother. They make it about, oh, if me and that hoe ain't gonna be together, F the kid. No, F you. That has nothing to do with your responsibility of your kid. That's the truth. It's stuff that gotta be done. Then the women gotta stop using the kids against them. All they do, let me tell the women do, y'all go from using the vagina in the home to control the man to using the kids. And all you're gonna do is hurt yourself, because when the kid catch on to it, it's gonna hurt you later. And the truth, once a kid get old enough, they're going to read you. They're going to pick you up. My older daughter, she had to do that with her mother. It's just a matter of time before they find you out. Then they cut you off. They don't want nothing to do with you because they realize what kind of person you are. You deviant and you rotten and you'll keep kids away from their parents. They're like, why? If a person doing what they're supposed to do, you doing what you're supposed to do, I ain't got a problem. See your kid. Let that person do that. That's their kid. You sat down and laid down with them, they got just as much right as you got. I don't care what that funky court system tell you. You let these folks make a fool out of you. The kids the victims. A lot of times the kids the victims. And mama get them, rattle them, and make a mess, and you run the man down so bad, the kid ain't got nothing to shoot for. And what they got to aim for? You run a man down so bad, y'all make it so bad, then you a piss poor mom. It's just telling the truth. Let me tell you something. If a man ain't no good, he'll show himself up. One thing my mama never did, I remember I used to be mad at my dad, he fussed my mama, I was sitting in the car, I just say something, you know she tell me? She said, don't say that, that's your daddy. She never went, even though he made her cry. My mama ain't never went, no. She tell me, she said, that's your dad. She never went with that. Let folk find out for themselves. People see. Kids will see them for themselves. You won't make it but so far. A lot of times parents will think they be hiding and you get away. You can't get away. Your kid got a brain, they'll read you. They'll read you, then they'll hate you later. Then you be all that crying, oh, hey, no, yeah, lose my number. Lose my number. Let kids find out for themselves. They'll find out for themselves. Just tell them the truth. Don't hide them. They'll see for themselves. Hello? That's the truth. That's the truth. That's what done messed us up. We work, white folk taught that get the kid, hide the kid from the man, tell them stuff about the man because the man got somebody. Somebody don't want you, they don't want you. What they got to do with the kid? If you don't want me, you can't never see the kid no more. Okay, they'll catch you later. It come back to you. Y'all know women don't do that. I'm making this stuff up. I don't know how you come up with that stuff. If somebody don't want you, they don't want you. They ain't got nothing to do with the kid. The kid. Let folk do what they do. It ain't for you. Get what make for, get who for you. Let them get who to you. The kid's still the kid. Man, you ain't work out. The kid's still the kid. I don't know why kids wind up being a victim, though. Every time, kids will be the victim. Women are notorious for that stuff. Make them hate them. Make them like they love them. Keep them away from them. Hide them and everything else. He'll find you out later. I tell you now, if a man a detriment, he riding to the court, like, yeah, they need to know about that now. I've been a dad a child molester. They ain't hiding that from nobody. Ain't that, I just figure I'll let you know later. No, you need to know if your dad a child molester. Especially if you're a child. Your daddy like to rape women. You need to know about that. I don't want to know about that one. Don't be like, don't keep that from me. I need to know about that because I don't go along with it. Shoot, my hold it. Listen, man, let me tell you something, man. I can hold something against you from now to eternity. When I tell you I can cut from a person, I don't ever have to see you no more in life. That's good. I don't care about no that. My mom, that's my mom. My mama had a thing. She like messing with kids. Man, lose my number. I ain't got nothing to talk about. We good for life. I don't know. Well, that's still my mom. No, she dead to me. And I don't go along with it. It's just stuff I don't go along with. I'm gonna hold my stand what I go along with. If I'm gonna be hypothetical, if your mama doing, I'm gonna say your mama wrong. How I'm gonna keep mine? It gotta be both ways. It gotta be the same way. Hello? That's the only thing be wrong with us. We have it one way. Well, now we have it two different ways. If we like it, it's okay. If we don't like it, you need to die. You need to be in prison the rest of your life. If we like you, and rehabilitation, we don't know, we want to judge too fast. I just said let's just be right, be fair with everybody. A lot of this stuff, I'm a proponent. We can stop a lot of this stuff out here. Child molestation, rape, all that killing folk. Man, senseless killing, it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening. Folk like that, you just ride out the street, you just shoot somebody because they ain't pull off at the red light. This sentence need to be done. Man, listen, I need to have a robe on. Fly me straight on one. Listen, they said from Colorado, they can get to anywhere in the United States in a matter of minutes. If a plane get off, they shoot them from Colorado. I don't care where you at. They can get to you in a matter of minutes. I'll stay in Colorado right there in that plane with my robe on. And a Gatorade bottle. I'm going to piss. I know I'm going to have to piss. And like, what that Gatorade bottle? I said, I had to pee. But you finna die, though. Man, that's it. Have caught right there where you at. What happened? That man right here, he shot somebody. They were taking too long to pull out the red light. Court set right here. All right, go ahead, let's kill him. Right here, the red light. Let everybody see it. Publicly, new camera. Here, everybody, put the camera up on him. Put that thing, let them see him around. Bow! That's it. Then we go to a commercial. Isn't that right? Then I fly back to Colorado. We shouldn't have. Let me tell you something. There's no way the world should be operating away. And then people sitting around and want to know what's going on. It ain't that going. We just need to stop it. If these people ain't gonna stop it, you just got to go ahead and put them down. I don't really get these folks housing these people, letting them make all these TV appearances and news and turn the car. I turn the car here. What you coming? Yeah, I called the representative for. Something wrong with you. Come here. I'm putting my robe on. I'm flying straight back from Colorado. They said some attorney just popped up here for free. On my way. That's it. Be like, what you trying to represent them for? You don't need no representation. That's crazy. Why I want to come out and represent you for what? Everybody got a right. Not know everybody. Let somebody kill your mama. I want to see you represent them. You don't believe that? You trying to make some TV time. Cut that fools out. When people realize ain't nobody going to represent for no foolishness, people will stop it. And in fact, look, you're going to get a book deal, movie deal, all kind of folk. Yeah, GoFundMe page, social media, all that junk shut down. I make shut it all down. Anybody put up on now? I'm coming from Colorado. They know that, man. Ain't going to be that long. That cop, right there. When I tell them come, got a couple of minutes, I'm right over your house. Hit in the whole house shot up. Man, you cut this stuff. I'm telling you though, let the street be peaceful. You know, you could just go out your house just anytime and just walk and live. Nobody mess with you. Somebody just hypothetically come at him, give it up. You just walk, ain't mind about, hey, stop, give it on here. You hit a button on your side, Colorado. Shh, I'm coming. We finna end this stuff tonight. I'm just sitting playing with the robe on and the gun. Shh, straight out of Colorado. If we can get you a matter of minute, we cut this out. All we need to do is put all the police right in Colorado and let's shoot them out there. Go to God, we can end this stuff. And see, this ain't the listen, they can't get to a crime right here. If you can get from anywhere in the United States a matter of minute for let's just put all the police in Colorado and let's put them on them plane and let them shoot to these crimes. And you get out, tell them, we're not talking. All that gang violence, man, I was looking at gangland there, it's old stuff. It's like, what's in your mind? What's in your mind, some of this stupid stuff we shouldn't have it among us? Man, you can't go out and dance, you can't go party, you can't play. When I was a little kid, you could play. When old folks, everybody knew kids were off limit. You wasn't shooting around no kid, them kids. Wasn't no gang jumping up, man, we in Thomasville swimming. Nobody was messing with no kid, man, them kids, they swimming. Hey, what you doing over here? This our territory, you swimming. You 28-year-old sorry nigga. I'm 8 years old. The hell I know about no territory. I'm trying to swim. Yeah, got to kill him. He disrespecting the neighborhood. These folk like that, you ain't got no business living. Suck the life out of them right there. I'm saying take you, hold you upside out and drown you right there on national TV. I'm telling you, when you put this stuff on national TV, them folk be sitting there looking thinking, they'll think twice before they do something. They'll be saying, man, they go overboard. I'm trying to make them suffer. Don't kill them quick. Make them suffer. When them folk watch that on the news and that stuff hit around world news, folks start looking at it. We finna change. Y'all see Georgia where they got their first school with guns now? Where the ARs had, them teachers had their guns. I think you said that right. The school in Georgia, was it Morgan County? Lawrence County. That down South Georgia. Why I remember Lawrence County? That is South Georgia. That should be Lawrence County. Is that Lawrence County? No. I'm thinking about Lowndes County. It's Valdosta. Lawrence County, is that down below Macon? Yeah, Lawrence, that's Dublin. Dublin? Lawrence County? Lauren? Dublin? Oh yeah, some white school. Yeah, Dublin don't want no nigga down there anyway before you get to Savannah. That's right, they had it out. They said, listen, teacher, listen, they're joking talking. They let them know, listen, man, we're going to protect these students. Them white man told, we're going to protect it. That's how you got to do it to them. But then I don't agree with teachers in school with guns like that. They're not smart enough for them guns. You try to educate, let me tell you something. You don't put a holster. First of all, it's the women teeth gonna be the diamond. Pocketbook sitting wide damn old. Pistol sticking out like this here. And she done went to lunch. Gun sitting, the kid got the gun, done popped everybody. Most of them too stupid. A holster on their side. Sitting there on the black butt kid done walked up like he's sharpening pistol. Y'all! Whoop, 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 whoop. They not. I'm being honest, you really, this is what people got a problem with. This is what I have a problem with people. People keep saying, I know how to shoot a gun. That's not the problem. The problem is knowing how to safely handle a weapon. This is the problem I have with people. Everybody keep hollering about shooting. You know what I mean? People get a shot off, never shot, and wind up hitting people. That's not my problem. It's the problem of these people talking about getting guns, and they further, I know how to shoot. Do you know how to safely handle a gun? People know how to shoot themselves. They shoot people wrongfully because they don't know how to safely handle a gun. You got to know. Come on, ain't no police talking to him, finna be right here talking to him. Yeah, so I've been noticing, you know what I'm saying, I pulled you over because, you know, you were driving kind of erratically. But they know how, they know this. They kind of preparing out how they want, this they want to keep. Giving them enough time if something happens, keeping him away from their gun. How to fit their gun. You got these teachers, they're not going to teach them no stuff like that. They're going to take them to a shoot range, pow, pow, they'll hit a piece of paper. Now you go sit in class with a gun? No, that's stupid. You need to put the proper security into play. You need to have enough police at these schools. You just got to spend the money, and you need to put the metal detector. But putting them in all them teachers, no. All you got to do is 2 teachers get to argue about some damn erasers. They don't shot each other. Teacher have sex all the time around there messing around. Hey, ho, you mess with my man. Pop, 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 them pop to school. Man, school ain't nothing but a sexcapade. You don't put no guns. No, that's just stupid. Tell them to do that because they dummies anyway. You know, they ain't going to teach them kids. That's stupid. You want to run an AR-15, you better know what you're doing. A lot of times if some commotion start breaking and people coming, that's a whole nother different scenario. You're shooting a piece of paper. They the same thing when people charging people running everywhere chaotic. No, they ain't smart enough for no gun. Put the proper security on the property. Get the police down, put the metal detector to make sure they don't get out here, and let them guard the school. Just got to pay the money. At the end of the day, you want to protect the kid, do it right. Just go and put them out there and be done with it. That's it. Don't let no you don't need no every teacher now with no gun. See, would you agree every teacher now with a gun? How many stupid teachers you done seen? About one? It's the truth. You can't. No, these people not smart enough. People don't realize you talking about a gun that quick. You can pull a trigger and a life over with. Oops, I'm sorry. Nobody come back from that. No. No women with them whole dresses. Where they gonna put the gun at? Let's go with the women. Where they gonna put the gun? Y'all saw them teachers dress. Where they gonna keep the gun at, Roy? In the titties. Then I said the women ain't got no way. They gotta keep it in their purse. And most of them gonna have, what you gonna they'll get one. I'm gonna go lock my purse up. That defeats you having the gun. The whole thing is just dumb. Don't give them guns. Pay the money. Put enough police on these campuses to make sure the kids are safe. People are trained to do this. This is a deterrent. A teacher with a gun is not no deterrent. You look at a law enforcement, they looking at, okay, they can go bad. It's a bunch of them can come here and I can go to prison. They think a teacher, shit, I'll shoot a teacher. They think a teacher ain't the police. So you want to take that narrative out of the conversation, get that out of their mind. They start saying all the police down. I'm not going to jump out a bunch of police out here and I'm finna start shooting. They ain't crazy. Put the police at all of the school, not no one. Put you about 5, 6 of them now. In the story, and then put the metal detector. Everybody got to come through metal detector. Keep them safe. They ain't going to do that. They're going to do something. We're going to get rid of assault rifles. Yeah, because you can't dare shoot nobody with a revolver. That's just stupid. The dumbest stuff. And he going to boycott 9mm. So the police ain't going to have no gun. They just busted them down to 9mm to save bullet. He said, we need to outlaw 9mm. None of the police ain't got a gun. I never seen so many dumb people in my life. Not the Clintons, though. Now, if y'all trying to listen to him, now I done said stuff out my mouth. I know who not to play with. Yahuwah, Yahushua, the Clintons, and Satan. In that order. Y'all playing that? No. Y'all, they just had them, listen, Hillary just got through with a court case. They had FBI evidence on her for the Trump campaign. Listen, they just, y'all didn't even know they did. This stuff was in the news. Her attorney was caught up in it. Not guilty. FBI tell the, let me tell you something. Anybody know about the street? FBI don't lose. They don't lose. Not with no evidence. They don't lose. Not guilty. You don't play with the Clinton. Listen, I want to say, Ms. Hillary, you're doing a great job as president. I appreciate you, your husband. It's some videos out there. That's not me. I was doing some curls. And the testosterone got in. That, I want to apologize. Further, I want to apologize. I told them about that. I said, no, we're not playing about that. Boston, Leon, Justin, Malcolm, y'all got to preach. Yeah, they said Clinton, cut that thing off. We don't play. No, you don't play with it. Listen, man, they done got Donald Trump, boy. Y'all see they went got him. What's his name? Rivaro, whatever his name was. Trump aide. Yeah, Rivaro. Yeah, they told that Joe to come there and testify. The Senate, he didn't show up there to them and see Congress. He fine now. They got him contempt. That Joe was on the plane today, headed to Nashville. Let's have Fed grab that joker right there on the plane, get on the plane, handcuff him and shackled him. Took him straight down there to the courthouse. He is pissed. He was going off. He said, they could have called me. I would have came. What kind of stuff is this? He said, I was on a plane finna fly to Nashville. They intercepted me and took me and handcuffed me and shackled me and brought me to court. Listen, the judge told me in court today, said, I know you like to run your mouth. You need to be real careful what you say to the media. Diamond did let his mouth loose. Listen, man, that man looking at 25 years in prison. You don't play with them, Clinton. Donald Trump, listen, Donald Trump got to go to court. Did not go to New York because he was going to prison. He go to New York, he going to jail. He moved to Florida. Listen, they have a $10,000 a day fine on him as long as he keeps stopping, as long as he show up to court. Your money going to run out after a while. He caught it at about $110,000 and paid it. They said, yeah, they said, you still got to come. And the judge ruled he can't plead the fifth. How you tell the former president he can't plead the fifth? Certain questions you're going to ask me, I can tell you you're going to run the national security. Some stuff I can tell you, ask me, I can't give you that because I divulge information that could jeopardize the safety and security of America. They ruled he got to testify and he can't plead the fifth. But you don't play with them Clinton, man. I ain't got much love. H-Dog, here, do a good thing. I vote for him now. The night, y'all hear me? And then I send me up better, I punch a hole tonight. Shabbat, I just doo-doo, and send my car. Then somebody that got to take the car. Boo, boo, boo. That's the Clinton. Y'all don't play around. These folks be having no conversation about Clinton. Walk off from them. Walk out like them folks talking about blowing up a man. He said, man, you a terrorist. Walk off from them folks. Well, too many folks come on. Ain't nobody done live. Ron Brown, remember him? He was the drug czar. They had that joker flying up there to testify. His plane caught on fire. They had to land it. And that plane he got on, no, the second one blew up in the air. He was going to testify. Man, you better leave that stuff alone. Y'all don't remember McDougal? Y'all remember McDougal, the old bald head? You remember McDougal, don't you? They locked him up in jail. He was going to talk. He died in their custody. They locked their wife up. They said, she got evidence. She said, I'll stay in here and rot. I ain't got nothing to tell you. Now, them folks don't know. Listen, I think wife was Susan McDougal. I'm about to tell you, stay right in jail. Them folks let them know, man, shit, like, I ain't got nothing to tell y'all. I'll stay in here. Man, them folks know, man, you can't hide from them Clinton. Keep your mouth shut around him. I see Hillary do something, I ain't seen nothing. She be cutting a nigga head off. I said, I don't see nothing. And I clean the knife for her. I can't go to jail. Isn't that right? Miss Hillary. All due respect. Isn't that right? How do you know how they be doing? Muhammad, peace be upon him, peace be upon him. Man, you don't play around, man. You tell these folks, you be talking about them folks had you up under prison. Listen, them folks been in office since 2000. They still run the world. But that's some powerful stuff. I'm like Uncle Rucker, that's some powerful niggership. Listen, them folks still running their planet. You don't play around, them folks have you missing. Man, got all that stuff with him with Jeffrey Epstein. Do y'all see them being called to court? You know, the officer think about who's gonna arrest them. They're gonna lose their job. Man, you don't touch them people, man. You better learn to keep your mouth shut. You know what that show everybody, though? This whole world is being ran by nothing but corruption. Yep. The whole world corrupt. Listen, if people that know about all this stuff, no, listen, Secret Service, FBI, ATF, DA, all them folk got information. People connect them. You know what they do? Man, bury that information, man. Bury that stuff when you get buried. That's the kind of life I hear these folk got. These folk, listen, keep living the little lives you got. Because folk be like, oh, I like to be in there. Once you get in there, you see something. You on their list. You on them people list. You better keep your mouth closed. These folk know what happened, man. You better keep your mouth closed. You come up missing. Y'all know that? That's the truth. A lot of these folks have, man, I want to go on up. I want to be this. I want to be in that. No, you don't. That's all them niggas out there that got in the Secret Service in the 90s. They had a big thing with them jokers there. You know, them jokers came out, but you don't know nothing about it. Them jokers tried to file discrimination. Them jokers in there talking about discrimination. They say when in one office, that joker told him, said, man, I'll make you come up missing. What you do when your superior tell you Secret Service, I'll make you come up missing? Probably go report it to another supervisor. What you do, go to the newspaper and tell them about it? Man, let me tell you something. They got them boys so punked out. Some of them black ones, listen, they done put nooses in there, hanging up in the joker locker, letting them joker know. Man, you looking at, you open your locker, you see a noose in there, what you figure? Probably Black Lives Matter came in and did that, huh? What them white boys trying to tell you they put a noose in your locker? Man, y'all folk don't know nothing about these folk life. Them folk got it from FBI, them folk know what happened. Listen, it ain't what y'all think. A lot of folks, I'm gonna go on them. Yeah, you don't come up somewhere stink. you'll get right in there, you'll play the same game the rest of them guys do. Keep your mouth shut and you ain't seen nothing. Listen, these folks float you off. Man, you wake up in the morning, listen, they how to get you. Come in your house, you sleep, you wake up, your whole house been rearranged while you was asleep. That's just a warning. Man, you know what that do to your psyche? You wake up in the morning and somebody been in your house and all your furniture been moved and you will sleep. That's just one warning. Next time we come back, we'll leave the furniture. You're going to be missing. It's good to be on this side, be with Mr. Yahuwah. Man, you get privy to information and privy to that stuff. Don't y'all know these people float you out of here? Oh, yeah. A lot of folks want a whole big life out there. I like the life I got here. Even though I know y'all niggas let me get killed, though. But that's fine. I don't blame y'all. I wouldn't get in the way either. See, there's a lot of stuff you can do, and you can live a good little peaceful life. Don't bother nothing. Don't say nothing about nothing. Leave stuff alone and all that good stuff, and you can have you a good little quiet life. Only thing about it, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. You can't keep living your life the way you're. The only reason why the Negro ain't gone nowhere, because everybody's scared. They done killed enough Negro leaders that made everybody scared to take the position. Everybody is scared to stand up and do something because they fearing what the other people going to do. Or nobody going to help them. Nobody going to leave them out there. But eventually it's going to wear off. Eventually it's wearing off. A lot of our people going to start realizing, listen, they can't kill us all. You know the sad part is, we have to allow them to do that. We have to allow them to come and take. They just come grab us, get us, shoot us off somewhere. And it's their system and it's their judgment and we ain't seen no evidence. All the evidence, they came back and told us about it. They don't let us do that to white people. We can't go grab white people and fly them nowhere in our system and come with our evidence and shoot them back out and say this is what we got. Then we go put them somewhere where they can't have no contact with the outside world for the rest of their life. Where does this come from? That's the life of a nigga. That's the life of a nigga. And because, you know what happened? The black man don't have no support. He can't get it from the black woman. He can't get it from among his own people. He don't have no self-respect. He don't have no dignity. He don't have no reason to stand up and be nobody. You know what he do? He easy and he'll succumb to his illness. He has an illness that's been given to him from his oppressor, and he'll continue to sit there and let him make him sick. Y'all know that? We'll continue to say, we know what's going on with us. Yet we'll sit here and act as though if we just talk about it, it'll stop. We have to take preventive measures to stop or counteract the things that's coming against us. You know what I'll do? If I start sniffing, like I know my nose kind of starts sniffing a little bit. You know, my eyes and all, I'm kind of starting to sneeze. What should I do? Why? You said, try to stop it. Why not just let it go and play out? And get worse. Kind of like the nigga ain't done nothing the whole time he been here and his ass keep getting whooped by these people. And he should have been took some preventive measures. Then sometimes you don't catch it, and when you feel like it's bad, what I should do? Just let it play out. Then I should increase a heavier dosage to try to stop it and cut off as quick as possible. How do I have that much sense about a running nose and a cough, but I ain't got that much sense about a symptom that's whooping my ass all these years? I ain't took nothing yet. So you ain't as dumb as you look. So you're not as dumb as you look. I'm just trying to stop it. And then some of us take stuff every day in order to keep anything from coming on us. We'll have a regimen in order to protect ourselves just to make sure, you know, you're told that there are illness and diseases. Let me borrow it for a second, huh? Hypothetically, that are trying to do this, penetrate. It's trying to just penetrate. Just see where our weakness at. So you take stuff that you say, I'm going to take this and I'm going to take that. I'm going to take this, I'm going to take that. So I can try to build my immune system so whatever trying to attack can't get through. Why wouldn't I put on something and keep something with me to prevent a system that keeps working against me to harm me and even kill me? So the nigga ain't as dumb as he looks. When are we going to get a brain? When are we going to get our men to be men and say enough is enough? You know we should have been sat down and come together as men and say enough is enough. We should have been able to summons enough of our men that sat down and say, oh, everybody else waiting on us. Don't y'all know if the Negro take his proper place, their place have been fixed itself. We the only people. I'm telling you, we will get together though. Let's go get some hoes. Let's go get something to drink. Let's go smoke something. Our ass getting smoked out here every day. And we ain't come together yet. Ain't that right? We drunk with stupidity. We drunk with poverty. Ain't that right? We done smoked up every damn thing we got. So at what time, at what point do we stop and come up with a different plan of attack? Only time it makes sense to go to the polls if you're going to a strip club. Yes, sir. Yep. That's the only time it makes sense to go to the poll. When he get there, he ain't gonna do nothing. Tell like Curtis' son said, he ain't gonna do nothing. Taking it, he ain't gonna do nothing. But you understand that at some point we have to come together and be willing to say, okay, we're gonna put it all on the line because it's for our future. We can't afford. This is what we can't do. I'm gonna try to move on. You who will be my help. Nobody understands our plight but us. Nobody. You couldn't possibly imagine. You couldn't fathom it. You couldn't understand it. There are people that have empathy and sympathy. You can never know what it's like that to feel like that at any time they can walk up and take you and everything you got. And nothing can be done, nothing can be said, and it's all justifiable. Nobody has that pressure on them. Nobody like us. An immigrant can get snatched, they'll get them back to their home. Yes, when they snatch a nigga, ain't nobody getting him again. He gone. His life is in a prison. Y'all know that? Nobody know what our plight like. And for as many of us that know that, it's scary that we hadn't come together. You got to ask yourself, what are they using on us? The reason we hadn't come together and discussed this and changed it. And I'm not talking about no peaceful talking when nobody talking about coming to kill us. I'm talking this should have been stopped, and nothing should be off the table. When it comes down to our welfare and the protection of our kids, we can't offer our kids safety. I cannot tell you that I can protect you if something happens. Years ago, we felt like our parents could protect us. We can't protect you. How you look at your kid and tell your kid, I can protect you maybe if Cam did something, if Lanita did something, if Val did something, I can stop them. But if they decide they want to do something to you, and they can be unlawful and unwarranted, I can't help you. I can't. You know, white people can't. White people, listen, white people have kids, family members, brothers locked up in North Korea, communist country regime. They will put enough pressure on them to get a release. They'll trade something for them. They'll have them in Russia. They'll have them in all these countries we've been talking about. And you got to ask yourself, if these countries are so bad, Boston, why are you there? What have we heard about Iran? What have we heard about Iran? They want to blow up America, terrorists. They want to blow Israel off the map. But yet, they got all these white people who over here in their prison. And you had to ask yourself, why are you over here? What made you want to go visit a country like this and vacation and stay? Because white people feel like they can go anywhere. Because there's going to be a fight for them in their release. Then when they get out, they're going to get a book, a movie. Listen, the country is going to put pressure on that other country. You're going to release eventually. They'll put someone, who's doing that for you? And yet you'll call yourself a you'll call yourself a woo, woo, woo. African American. Why Africa hadn't tried to get you? Why Africa hadn't bargained for you? Why Africa hadn't put their ship, their technology, their education on the line and said, we come to get our kids? I'm going to rep their flag. I'm going to rep the heritage. I'm going to rep a tribe. But ain't nobody repping for me. Ain't nobody risking that for me. I'm telling these people when I get application, I fill it out. I tell them I'm not black. I'm an African American. I'm an African American that Africa don't give a damn about. I'm repping somewhere that won't even take me. They won't let me come back. White people can represent Scottish, Polish, German, Russian. They can go back. They got roots and family there. How many of y'all in here have signed and said African American? Have you, anybody? Y'all done it? Recently in your time, you'll filled it out? Who do you have you related to in Africa, Dave? Who do you have you related to in Africa? Who do you have that you related to in Africa? What grandparent, uncle, aunts y'all got in Africa? Anybody? You got African that you related to in Africa? You try to do what? But typically, they refer to us as African Americans. Who in here is related? How many of y'all signed feel African American? Who in here related to somebody in Africa? Got family in Africa? 1, 2. A half cousin. You see what I'm saying? It's not ridiculous we look. That we sign that paper and we say that because then people say, you African. Why Africa won't? Why? Do y'all understand that Africa just they stood up and just said, listen, y'all not doing that to them no more. Those are our kids. Do you understand? Nobody's claiming we can't be Americans. You might check it, but you're not an American. The Constitution rule that. You can say the shit you want to. You can put on your clothes. You can stand that flag, whatever you want to do. It's in it. Listen, they've already ruled the highest court in the land. You cannot be an American. That the Constitution is not for you. They can run you through them lines. They can put them judges up there. They can be black. That is a fact. This is not Tony Smith telling no lie. You're not no American. They don't recognize you as an American. And yet you saying you African, and Africa won't take you. When have Africa ever had a conversation with you? When has Africa ever called for a meeting with us? I tried to set up one with them, and I reached out. We talked, and we were going to collaborate something to do something, but that soon got broken, split, and pushed off because nobody want to get in the middle of these people. I reached out to do it, though. Don't think I didn't. I did. I got proof of mine. I reached out. I like these folks do around here. I tried to reach out because I was looking at, we need to talk. I'm repping you. I'm telling these people that I'm from you. Why won't you tell these people I'm from you and tell these people to stop doing what they're doing to me? All I'm asking you to do is I put some on the line. Let me see, Ukraine. Let me see something. How many of y'all here Ukrainians? How many of y'all got Ukrainian family? Hell, your money going to Ukraine. Your weapons from here going to Ukraine. They help fight Ukraine because they're saying Ukraine is being invaded by Russia, being attacked by Russia. Their innocent civilians are being killed. What am I saying? I'm telling you that the nigga in America is being invaded. He's being killed. His territory has been taken. His children, you show me something about them. Hell, I got millions of kids over here getting killed. You think you're going to give me a 100-day number? They're going to surpass the shit I got? Come on, man. Come on. You think that 100-day number impressed me? Hell, I knew more than that in Chicago. I don't believe all of them, and they can say that one, I don't believe all of them kill each other. I don't believe it. I already know what they do. Them white folk been showing you. White folk put on black faces. They go get them them white police officers, them white crackers who don't like us. They go there and they fuel them fires. About to fight. They never called mess. When the Vice Lord tried to become a political party, they marched with Dr. King. Most of y'all don't know they do this. The Vice Lord, gang, they marched with Dr. King. They were setting up education centers, teen center for kids. Vice Lord, this is a game, political. They were getting monies, grants. White man helped them set them, or white man helped them to set up, got grant from the government. They were here to help. They investigated them, fed. Guess how much money they took? Guess how much? Give me a number. Not a damn dime. They killed Dr. King, they scattered him. Dr. King dealt with bigger than what people knew. Them guys gave up the gang life for that shit. They look at, man, they got to gang their people. They were fighting for their territory. You know what they were doing the construction site? What were they doing the construction site? What y'all say they were doing? Security. What y'all say they were doing to them? Huh? Say it louder. They were shutting them down to force them to hire blacks. You weren't building in Chicago and in that neighborhood and not hiring the people in the neighborhood that needed jobs. The nerve of them. What you hear about Vice Lord? Gang, radical, destruction. Let me see. What you gonna do when they take your head off? What you gonna do when they took your leadership? What they do, they done destroyed you and your credibility. They framed a murder on their leader and locked them up for 20 years. They were left without leadership, framed them on a murder with witnesses that they had. Wouldn't let his witnesses testify. That's how they get you. A lot of these people that start out, let me tell you something. From a lot of these, from the Bloods, Crips, a lot of these people start out with a different intent than what they were. Social clubs. A lot of them start out like that, started trying to do something for neighborhood with the Black Panther. They always infiltrate you with some government niggas, some low-life niggas that get in the game, start doing shit and leaving your name. Listen, all they do is go and script your shit. You start leaving your mark, your graffiti. They go script it somewhere else. So when the police come, that's what the hell I'm going to shoot Cam up? Tony Smith and leave him. Are you serious? This ain't evidence in court? You tell me they're that stupid. They go, yeah, they stupid. Not all of them. They know what they're doing. They force their hand to get back in the drugs. They need drugs delivered to niggas. So you keep these niggas in your pocket and you keep them pushing drugs to their own people. See, most of y'all don't know that. That's what they do. They get them. They frame them. Shit, let me tell you something. All you got to do is pull up and snatch this nigga up. You got kids, right? Your kids need you. Well, your black ass finna go to prison for 15 years. Unless, what you gonna do? Let your kid be without a father? They don't know. Guess what happened? Oh, rat ass Cam. You talking about Cam who's trying to take care of his kids? Do you know how many people they forced their hands who already had criminal records and they came and framed them? This one more hit gonna put their ass away for life. All the time. These people don't know nothing. Y'all don't know nothing. So they show you that gang shit they putting out here. I'm not impressed with it. Oh, I know some little stupid ass kids out here. But there's a lot more people with sense out here too. And a lot of bone people try to tell you a long time ago, these folks, they use our own people against us. They get, because you know why? We don't never care nothing about our people. We don't care nothing about them. White people say they still hollering the election was stolen. Well, the election was stolen. Them folks don't start crying and hollering now. You don't get that kind of voice they got. CNN, Fox News, Newsmax, One American News, CBS, NBC ain't gonna waste up no time trying to interview you with that kind of information. Nobody wanna hear that shit about you. The news show you as the devil. You're the reason why crime high. They just told you, you hot and defund the police. You're the reason why crime messed up. They ain't took no money from no damn police. They intentionally put piss poor police in our neighborhood that don't look like us and don't understand us. Take some white boy from some rich ass white neighborhood, don't know shit about black people, and put him over here, and he gonna identify a drug dealer. Hell, everybody a drug dealer to him. Okay, man, how old are you, Ain't Smith? How old are you? 75. Damn drug dealer. You can sit out the rip. That's my training. That's how they get us, and they hurt us all the time here. And we are too stupid to come together and say, you know what? Enough is enough. Give us our kids back. Africa need to ask for us back and with a demand letter. With their weapons, with their ships and their planes. We need to demand our kids out of them damn jails. We demand we want to put our house back up. Made a mess out of us. Made a mess out of us. All you keep hearing, broken home, broken home. His home full of lies. Ain't the home broken, our system broken. Hey, you know what I mean? The house is broken, dilapidated, condemned. That don't change how we supposed to operate. Before we got in the house, hell, we lived in tents. We lived in caves. Don't try to act like it's the house, it's the system. They took away our system from us. They took away our way of life. Now we think we better educated. Education didn't do nothing but domesticate us. Hell, we ain't no good. Hell, we ain't know nothing about some old damn trained dog. Hell, the damn dog trained, can't even eat. Two that gotta sit here and wait for me to tell him to eat. Don't you think I know when I'm damn hungry? Same way he train a dog. He take his kill away from him. Look at every time they get a dog. Now they can do the same thing. Pet bull, Rottweiler. These dogs are natural hunters and killers. What the hell you doing with them? Your ass ain't hunting nothing. You domesticate something, your ass domesticate. That's why I be against it. I don't want no damn dog on no chain. I'm not chaining no damn dog. I got enough problem. My ass sitting here, I'm chained. The hell I'm chained up another animal for? I know y'all do. Oh, you stupid ass. I can't afford to sit. I stopped going to the zoo. Man, I went down looking. I seen that damn he had it back, telling him, trying to figure out what he doing, what he doing. Then he turned around, looked at my, he was sitting right back. He trying to look at my ass like, what the hell you knocking that glass for? I'm tired as hell. I come knocking the damn glass. Want somebody to run your ass out here. Damn gorilla used to, when he run. He can run for my, man, you on Boulevard. How damn far you been running on a gate? If he got loose, he can't get nowhere to the damn federal prison back to 20. There ain't no distance for them animals. Man, elephants go on a migrate. They go, listen, it's by memory. They travel. They go for miles off of memory. Same plan. What kind of, man, he got to remember shit. I'm sitting in a cave. I see the gate right here. What the hell I got to remember? Elephant get all kind of shit. Get his clothes. He got his clothes on his arm. He forgot he got a trunk. See, he ain't like that one. On his arm, not the trunk. Think about it. But this is how messed up the system is. I want y'all to go to the zoo and just look at them animals. They piss poor. Oh, they walk down. Lion walk, ass just dragging. He just so tired. They slink, they walk like that, they walk. Tired as hell. Man, you put them in, they be so damn tired, man. Man, go ahead and run. I'm just eating some grass. I don't even want no meat. Man, do you know how, man, if you just watch the animals, they are just so pissed. They've been listen, last time I went, my kid was little. You might used to take y'all all the time. Any kind of animals, I could take them. Had to pay, I go anywhere in the United States. I buy for these, listen, anywhere in the United States, take my kid. I went there last time I seen them damn animals. I seen that gorilla. Me and him connected right off. We said, buddy, there's some shit right here. I told him, I said, was it? I told him, I ain't been back there. I ain't go back. I said, I'm done. I don't want to see no more animals locked up. Hell, I'm locked up. I'm over here trying to make this animal before that much of a white man comes. Get up and show how happy you is to be in America. What do you think he finna hear from me? He finna see both my butt cheeks. Are you serious? And I'm gonna demand some animal gets up and perform for me who's been captive? And some white person walk out here and press the hell out of her. Look how they walking there with him. This animal can't do shit. I can whoop all them animal ass together. You know when white folk going there with them, you done lost your fight. You done there to get your roll across the ground. You think, oh, it's because the animal's so shot. He doesn't know this is your oppressor. Kill him. But then he got to look and say, hell, your oppressor, you play with him too. So don't try to push me. You do it first. Because as soon as I kill him in him, it's going to be some more of the ass in him on my ass. And where you going to be at? I'm going to be the bad guy on the news. Animal, kill zookeeper, film that 11. All kind of interview and study. My damn mind done went bad. I had rabies and shit. Isn't that right? And cerebral palsy. All this shit done kicked. March of dime. All that kind of shit going on. And then they put my ass out. Boop, 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 boop. Got me laying on the ground, tongue all out and shit, dragging me across the grass. Skin, half my damn skin up, dragging me across the grass. Then there's a memorial to the damn zookeeper. My ass get drugged out there and thrown in a ditch somewhere. That's our life. And you know what's bad about it? What are we going to do to change it? What are we going to do to change it? My men, what are we going to do? Y'all know that time I put cries out to our men about our condition? I don't get it. What's wrong? It's the fact is, why do you think that you're the criminal if you are a defender of your life? Why are you allowing this man to convince you that you're taking the wrong steps? If you're trying to take up guns to defend your right, then that's not the way. You need to, what about that? Mother, what the hell, Dr. King did shit for you? Why your ass ain't out with a peace sign? Non-violent. Don't give me no Dr. King shit. Dr. King was used to pacify niggas. White folks ain't, where the white folk that followed him? They got guns. The folk that whooped Martin's ass got guns. That's why they still living. Martin had a gun, he'd still been here. That's how they get you every time. Take your gun and come on out there. Come on out here, nigga, fair fight. Put your gun down and your hands up. Fair fight. What kind of shit is that? I got a gun till you put yours down. No. Tell you like Malcolm told, you tell your people to put away their guns, and I tell my people to put away their guns. Don't try to use me to try to get everybody black to give up their gun. You tell your people to put away their guns. They don't like that. See, that's not the way. Look at who always tell you it ain't the way to be. It ain't your people, it's their people. They're the aggressor. You can't tell me if you the aggressor how much your ass to tear off. You put your ass in here, I'm tearing all this off. No, that's not the way. Martin was here today. I tear some of his ass off too. Ain't no time about riding no damn bus. He should have been telling her to get a G-Wagon. Damn it, we through with that bus. All niggas getting a G-Wagon. I'm trying to tell you, man. Martin would have came out and told him right with that bus. Man, you wouldn't, man, everybody respect that. You gotta respect Martin. He come out with that thing. That's an authoritative voice like that. I'll kick y'all crackers' ass. You put your hands on me. Isn't that right? Talking about going to jail. I'm not concerned about that now. Isn't that right? You be like, that's my Martin. And I had that hook on that. That's my man throwing down. Isn't that right? Shoot, they need somebody to tell the truth. We could have been stopped this stuff. Isn't that right? Talking about violent but get more violent. That ain't true. They've been violent us and we ain't done shit. Y'all ain't heard that before. Violence only begets more violent. Then why white people start showing some peace? See, the stuff they tell you recite, it don't even make sense to you. How many of y'all done heard that violence only beget more violence? Then why white folks ain't peaceful? The only reason we need to meet and talk is because they've been violent against us. I'm a proponent of, why would you sit around and wait for them to come and take you out? That don't even make no sense. Man, tell me he finna come to my house. The hell you say, I'll meet you. It's crazy hell, you ain't gonna bring no fight to my house. Where you at? That's crazy. Yeah, you know he coming to your house. You know this system is designed to tear your home. He already in our house. He done broke us up. We can't communicate. We watch two different TVs. We all need to watch the same thing. We were coming on, you know what made it different? Folks, listen, it one TV, everybody watch the same thing. Now everybody in the room, kid watching shit, they ain't got no business. Daddy watching porn shit. Mama watching Oprah, porn shit. Still porn. Cause Oprah gonna slip that tongue out. Let's give her a hand. I seen her lips of tongue. Man, them folks don't know about Oprah. I watched Oprah one time before. I ain't gonna say I did. And they made around, come from the commercial too long. Damn tongue was on the floor. She was rolling that thing up. They come back too fast. I don't play with Oprah. But I'm trying to tell you, you know what happens? If everybody can get in and watch the same thing, then we can intelligently come up to see whether this makes sense. Or we need to scratch this off our system and say, we don't need to watch this. This poison our home. I'm telling you, we were coming up. You watch TV the same, you watch the same stuff. Saturday, you got cartoons. Yeah. Other than that, your ass watching Shoot 'em Up. Little House on the Prairie. I remember hearing Greta today. You said that. She said that. She said that. He was selling inside here. Look, he said. He said, the nigga crying at the TV. He said, that nigga crazy. She was pissed. She said that, and Lord saw how the Lord. You just see him tear roll. He look around on her face. He look at me and said, the nigga crying at the TV. The nigga crazy. He really like that stuff. He like, you sitting here crying at the TV? That Little House on the Prairie have ass just a crying, man, tear jerking. But you watch some sensible shit. But even with Michael, it was a family home structure. You know what I'm saying? Stuff now, I'm being honest with y'all. We got to get back. Let's sit down and watch the same thing. That way we can find out what you're watching. We got to get them back to values. Even though they were white shows, they had some value to them. Now what these kids watching them? You don't know what your kid watching. That's why they kids raising up, whiting their old shit, gonna go shoot a school, all that. No, that's the wrong shit. They'll come out with a show, they'll slip it in on a cartoon, slip it in. Got to get your kid, put them on something, get them more pro-minded toward living. Get them more pro-minded toward trying to be something and create something. We got to get our kids in more of a positive atmosphere. We don't have them in it. Hello? Let me ask you, this COVID, they try to tell you for a protector to put on a mask and try to stay a safe distance to keep from contracting. What y'all think? These folks ain't got on no kind of mask, ain't no screeners on these TV. How y'all know these kids ain't contracting something from it? Yeah, they'll tell you to give a safe distance between one another. Man, we were coming out, they'll tell you couldn't sit up in front of the TV. Mess your eyes up. Set back, get back. Man, you can tell us, get back from in front of the TV. They make your ass get a safe distance back. Yeah, that tight down. I messed that up. Little kid praying for me. Oh, something happened your last too. You know, you ain't gotta die. I hope you get your little ass whooped though. Gotta tighten them up. I'm trying to save our home. Listen, every one of these races should have somebody be a proponent to try to make sure their race is trying to save themselves and get integrity back. There's some good white people out here, and they need to be enforcing and standing being proponent against their race that's hurting their race. I'm against our people that's hurting our people. These sorry, low-life-that ass preachers, sleeping with our kids, running through our women, having sex with other men. They'll have a couple of cases where these preachers had been rolled out the church, having sex in the church, stuck in another man's booty. Got to put them on a stretcher and put a bit. Might have throw their ass off. You know what? Then they understood that thing. I saw how to mess around somebody break a dick off in you. I throw them straight out of y'all. I said, it's saying them come to pass. And I do it. I slung them straight off. I've been rushing them out of so fast. I slung one of them corny ass there. Blow! So he done broke one off in you, huh? Leave his ass right there too. What kind of stuff is that? And then you're homosexual. You came to church to do it? Then they had to call the police. What you told 911? Come on, what is your emergency? Something done got in behind me. What? That's right. That's a big deal too. Tell them their ass. It's crazy. If we don't do something quick and fast and address these matters and be advocate, we got to be advocate proponents for what's right. We got to keep instilling our kids. These are the wrong behaviors. Can't keep bypassing. Ain't nothing going to happen. These folks not going to give us no show to fix it. Quit, get off our lazy ass waiting on TV to do something. Internet and social media. Don't give a damn what they put on social media. Man, I was growing up, I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'd be damned if I got a chainsaw, I'm going to come in and cut here and grade the ass up. That shit didn't move me. Them folks didn't kill me more than regraded. It's a lie. Little baby went around killing folks and shit. Ruby. Come out the way. That shit had me running on house trying to kill nobody. Yeah, with TV. Freddy Krueger had me walk around putting no down. Like it was scissor hand, pussy scissor, cutting folks shit up. We done seen all this stuff. All folks trying to act like his TV isn't a. It's piss poor parenting. You ain't still defend these kids, let them know who run the show. Don't let that TV get your damn head busted now. They let you know about that and your little friend. Don't let your friend get your little ass whooped now. They let you know, then right, start smelling yourself. They start talking about you smelling yourself. Your ass finna get tore up around here now. That stuff you got to instill in them. Black kid, you can't talk no black kid like no white kids. Come here, my child. Like, nigga, get your ass over here. Yeah, nigga, got to talk to him right at the time he talking all that, my child. That stuff for white, that stuff work for them. They still turn out to be serial killer. You got to know how to talk to a nigga, but you got to reach a nigga in his heart. Everything got to be on that nigga like, nigga, I'll kill your ass. You start the first come you start out with, I said, I'll kill your ass. White folk, see, your white parent never told you, Justin, I'll kill you. See, white folk don't talk to him like that. Now, Justin could have been a serial killer, but we caught him just in time. I seen this, when I met Justin, he was in the grocery store, and I saw him biting the lip, blood was coming. He was looking at, he was on the road, all the Kellogg. I grabbed him, I said, don't do it, son. You don't want to be a serial killer. I pulled him back that day. But see, like that, but nigga kid, you got to talk to nigga kids right all the time. He mess up their self-esteem. No, he let them know, I'll kill your ass. So you need to learn what boundaries you cross. Black kids need boundaries. You got to set boundaries. There ain't no hating your kid. How many of y'all parents told their kid y'all? How many of y'all that screwed you up now for like you can't function? You needed those boundaries. So certain things gave you a feel, so you realize, I can't do that. I can't. What fit these kids got now? They can't take your gun and pistol whip your ass with it. You got to have fear for authority. That teacher, that keep you living. Fear keep you living. All that shit, I ain't scared of nothing. I don't believe it. I'm scared of some stuff. I don't hear y'all talking about. That keep you living. You're a damn maniac. That stuff sound good on them records now. You shooting them little short-ass little rap. That shit don't impress me. Ain't that right? No damn way I take you and sling that car down there, flip off a mount, and I bet you shit in your clothes. That come from you being bold, huh? No good and well you got fear. You got to have some fear. Ain't that right? And we got that like Yahuwah. You got to have fear so it's boundary. Realize you can't cross certain boundaries. Y'all got it? That keep you living. Folk don't like fear keep you living. All that folk like, I don't want to feel nothing. You better go sit your head down somewhere. You better feel something. You don't feel something, you'll go too far. And that thing, you come up missing. You run the wrong person to him, it's a folk kill you. Won't he have a facial expression? I'm trying to tell you, listen, man. I say, listen, won't he have a facial expression? Shit won't fade in one way or another. You better get you some feel. Y'all hear me? Get you some feel and learn. It's boundaries. Isn't that right? It's rules that don't need to be broken, especially with our kids. But you know what? We destructive one another, but we won't enforce nothing against this system that's hurting us, though. Y'all just being honest, if it do more damage than anything, our kids could live more peaceable, we wouldn't have to do it if we had a freer system. But we're oppressed by the system, and our kids come straight out from being up under us, and we'll put an oppression and fear on them, and they come right in and lease them into a system. They thinking, most of these kids, man, when I get grown, what I'm going to do? Now you just old enough to get a bullet in your ass, and they ain't got to explain. When it's a kid, they got to explain. But when you get grown, your ass probably did something you had no business. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? Now our kids start to act out because we haven't provided a better way. I want us, this generation, at some point, when we going to stop it? My parent generation didn't stop it. When we going to stop it and be, for every man and every woman to be able to have a right to exist and live? What am I asking for, something that can't be done? Easily be done. Easily be done. You got to demand it. I've been called on it. The so-called Negro need to sit down and talk with every rational white, Asian, African, whatever they are, sit down, and we need to come up with a solution that's a common problem to all of us. Because we're getting a bad rep. A lot of us got bad reps on each other. We got a bad rep with whites. Whites got a bad rep with us. Asians got a bad rep with whites and blacks, and then Hispanic got a bad one with us and other people. And all this stuff that going on, these phobias and fear we got, been created by one man, and the one white man ain't got no problem. He hate all our ass. That's what done. All us fight. Got the Serrano, 18th Street fighting each other. Got the damn Mongols, and you got the Hell's Angel fight, another white group. Then you got our black ass fight, Crips and Blood. White man killing all our ass. Which one does he like? None of our asses. MS-13. He don't like none of our asses. All they do is unleash us to kill and hurt each other. I'm tired of it. Trying to get some sense in our head. Man, I know y'all ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna move on. Let's go and get moving. Be like his son, Curtis' son said, they ain't gonna do nothing. You can tell they ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just tired. Just tired. Why we can't just live and be just at peace? At peace. It should, my wife just homeless stuff. It shouldn't be nobody living on no street homeless. That's an embarrassment. They were showing California, whole damn street. Tents on the street. You good with people living on the damn, you got to walk in the street because they done took the sidewalk. What's in us that we okay with this? All the money we waste up, 4th of damn July and all this other shit, Memorial Day, man, we can get one cent. Listen, it ain't hard. Put the ass in there and live. Every day your ass getting up, you going to work. Your ass work for the city. Listen, your ass going to mop these sidewalks. I make your ass wash the grass. Get a washcloth, wash the grass. I guarantee you I got work. Listen, you're going to work this damn money off. I guarantee you, I'll fire every city worker. Their ass going to be working. When they get through busting their ass out there, they're going to want a job. They're like, sir, I no longer want to be homeless. I need to get a job. You'll break that shit. You put enough work in that. Listen, your ass up early and your ass going to bed early. When you get, there ain't going to be no free just lay your ass around him. You finna work for every damn thing you get. Every day, your ass going to work. I'm putting your ass on the street, we rolling. I better catch you every no Saturday you'll work for food. I'll work my foot in your ass. You finna work to pay for this shelter you staying in. I'll feed your ass so many vegetables and salads. You be a healthy ass homeless person. See yourself coming together, huh? Hair got to get cut every week. Oh, you gonna pay for that shit too now. And more grass to be washed. I need every blade washed. Every individual blade I need it washed. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I get their ass some rat gloves so they can be able to hold it. Y'all all right? I make their ass work, man. I wash all the side of buildings, all kind of shit. You be so tired, you ain't gonna have no time to carry your ass to sleep. You can cut this out. Go ahead, that homeless shit, that stuff don't impress me. All this shitting on the side of the road and all this trash, all this gotta go. I put a diaper on their ass and super glue it around them. That's the way you're gonna change them. Y'all all right? Why these folk want to lick me so we can fix? You know what? They don't want to. You know why? White people and sorry-ass black people and sorry-ass Asian people, sorry-ass Mexican people that made it, they like looking at them people, they feel better about themselves. I don't feel better about myself watching people starving. Watching people live on the street, between two damn buggies and a tarp over your head. There ain't no home. This is the society we got. This is how piss poor people are. You know how many people, they need other people to be under them to feel better about themselves? Because they have no character. Something in you shouldn't be good with somebody sitting out there living on the street, another human being. And this system waste up. So all that money went to Ukraine, take that same damn money, get them folks off the street. You ain't gonna get a damn penny of that back either. How to put that money, hold it, how we gonna get it? How the hell you gonna get the Ukrainian money back? Yo, dumb ass. Got all that kind of money, your ass running here and vote for more. I said 30 million. No, too much. 45 million. 50 million. Ain't 50 billion. Ain't enough money. Why the hell we can't get no money to get these people off the street? That's crazy as hell. Clean these nursing homes up. Every time you go and smell like somebody done died and pissed on every damn body. All that stuff need to be cleaned up. Folk get somewhere and get in these conditions, ain't no way in the hell nobody should be good with that. Folk getting state funding, state money, all their ass need to go to jail. So I know damn well you smell this stuff when you walk in here. Go to them good white ones and them Jewish ones. Ain't no pee. Them folk pee, they got a nigga with a hand to catch it. Don't even want it in the toilet. We the only people sit here and make a damn mess. And what we do, we gonna be the people mostly in these pissy, shitty nursing homes. And we still ain't came together to try to fix it. I'm calling our men. Yes, sir. Where our men at? Why our men don't see this a problem? We don't have a future. While we sitting here playing, do y'all understand we don't have a future here? Our kids already been damn brainwashed. They don't love us. Hell, they love these other folks, these superheroes and coming. People don't need no damn help. Need to make our kids love us. There was some kids love their dad, love their mother, love their brother, love their sister. Don't give a shit about nobody. Never some game. Always something ain't gonna benefit them. Disrespectful. So we gotta fix it. So I'm calling on all our men. All men, black, white, everybody. Especially black men need to answer the call. We need to set up a meeting. And there ain't about no damn rapping either. We don't need no damn singing. We need no damn clapping. We need to come and sit down with a positive solution. How we fix our problem. Everybody, your safety at risk. You gotta look out your damn window, lock all your damn doors and wonder every night, right? What time, what the hell, when you in your home, you were safe. Who gonna come in your house? Damn crook come in here. They don't set them up. We made us all victims. So we gotta, I want people, we gotta be a little safe in our homes. Now the nigga gotta worry about the nigga and the damn police. and the damn white man and his employer and the damn COVID. There's a matter of time they're going to stick that damn monkey shit on us. Tired of it. Got to recover my people. My people hurt. We ain't had sufficient leader yet. Give me one of them. Where they been?
Paid off.
Paid off. Exactly right. You pay them off, they'll throw our ass away. Nobody caring about them. Give them $1, give them a dime, they leave our ass to die. Entertainers, athletes, everybody leave our ass to die. All they got to do is make it, they out. How to get me and my family out? You and some of your family ain't going to make it out. Some will be left behind. You got to fix it. Where you trying to get think about it, where you trying to get your family out of? Tell me where you trying to get, give me some, where you trying to get your family out from? Away from niggas. Them niggas still out there. When them niggas find out ain't no money among killing us niggas, guess where they gonna go? They gonna go find the niggas with the money, kill them. See, it's a benefit in helping other people around you, because now it takes some of the pressure off of you being a victim. See, they so damn dumb. They leave themselves wide slap ass open. Everybody broke, your ass out here flown. So you the person of interest at this point. Yep. Versus if you can pull our people out and give our people opportunity, listen, when COVID first happened, it was bad. When they put all that money down, crime stopped for them. Yep. Because guess what? People were finally getting money. That was the first time people started seeing some restitution. And they could saw it. They looked at, hell no, we got to get these folks back poor. We can't have this. We can't have these folks not shooting and killing each other. Because when niggas getting money, I'm telling you something, ain't nobody finna mess up no damn block with no shit like that. I tell you, man, hey, man, whoop this white boy ass. Not here. We making money. I'm telling you, man, we ain't playing no shit like that, man. Nobody talk like, you ain't finna make no block hop with no shit like that. We making money. But when you ain't making money, now you open to that. See, I already know what our problem is. Set them up. They want to start drugs on the street. Leave the drug dealer alone. Lock the damn people up they using. Once I start locking their ass up, see how many customers you get. They don't want to start no drug. This shit ain't hard. Lock the damn customers up. Them folk got jobs. Them folk like, hell no, I ain't finna lose my job no damn. Hell, I need my job. They ain't gonna do it. Guess what? Drug dealer ass gonna have to do something different. They don't want to stop it. They know when I lock up a drug dealer, another drug dealer coming. Another drug dealer, lock up a customer, see if another customer comes. Hell no, they gone. Customer look, I can't afford to go to jail. They did it one time. You know, they realized we messing with our own money. They know how to stop drugs. They don't want to stop it. Drugs is in our neighborhood, and when drugs in our neighborhood, we're going to fight, we're going to bicker, we're going to hate each other, and we're going to kill each other, and they're going to put us on the news and say, look at the crime. Look at the crime. Look at the niggas. Look at the gangs. When the whole time, they put it there. Whole time. You need to know what your problem. When you look at news and they show you killing you ask yourself, did you really see that? How many, we just seen them now come out with these masks that we learned about that one. Whole face constructed black and hand, they ass run into something and do something, and they look like one of us. Right. That's new? They've been doing it. So just because you see it on tape and you see it, ain't your eyes, it ain't actually what you see. I seen when they had one black guy locked his ass up and got him, and what only reason he got out is because the white boy girlfriend told what he did. She got this, his ass was, his own family gave him up. They was on the news, he was like, it wasn't me. Hell no, they showed you. The only reason the white boy got caught because his girlfriend got mad with his ass and she told he put the mask on. That's what they were doing. Now you gotta ask yourself, that the first time that happened? They deliberately go get faces made that look like some of us. Go and commit crime. Then you think, that dumb nigga on camera. Think about it. Who in the hell don't know cameras everywhere now? Then that makes you even look more damn dumber. Because he's framing you. You got to start questioning what you see now. We quick to keep running, believing everything they show us. Why they don't show you their ass? I got to get ready to go. I told them gone. I tried to be peaceful. I tried to be peaceful. They ain't going to let me be peaceful. All right, come on. We got to get ready to go. Abinu, our Father, Hadu, thanks for all you've done and you rendered, for giving us this opportunity to be able to yakra upon your Shem, which is called upon your name, to seek you with our whole law, which is with our hearts. Forgive us again for all we thought and all we've done that were contrary to your will, for every idea that we entertained that could draw us away from you, cause us to be badal, which is separated. Blot out our kata and our ma'on, which are our sins and our transgression, according to the Berith Shabbat, to the Abba, which are the fathers. Be a baraka to the Yahudim and Yasharal, to their Tuledah, which are their generations, even unto us and our Tuledah, to establish us in the Amat, which is the truth. Baraka us that we might know you according to your Kitavims, your writings. Baraka us that we might be limited and that we might be filled with the Ruach HaKadosh, which without no unashamed shall see you in shalom, which is no man shall see you in peace. Baraka those that we commit to you in Palau, that ask us to Palau for them and with them, through surgeries and transplants, through hospital visits and stay, through whatever circumstances, situation they suffer, endure. Be a baraka to them and grant them Yeshua, which is deliverance. Baraka Akuv Nikki and Ak Chris, and be strength to them in the Nakum. Baraka the out-of-towners and be a Nakum to them. The married, the single, and the separated. To your Shalakim, which are your sent ones. Your Ra'ah, your shepherds, and your Malaki, which are your messengers. Your Shamaim, your Sabut, the heights, benches where you dwell, and your armies. To Jerusalem, which is the city of peace. Baraka us, and let your pioneer upon us, which is your face. Let it lighten upon us. Let your pioneer be our encampment and our protection, which is your presence. Fill our lives with your heart, which is our hearts, with your attachment, your affection. For we are Yakra by your Shem, which is called by your name. Baraka Yahushua HaMashiach, which is your salvation, the anointed one. All of the works that he manifested and unfolded unto us. His Zabak, which is his sacrifice and his slaughter. His Kum, which is his resurrection. His Mut, which is his death. And the Kai he rendered, which is the life, that he might instill in us an opportunity that we might be Yasha, which is saved and delivered. Baraka us by his Dam, which is his blood, to redeem us from the beth of bondage, which is the house of slavery. Without you, we are nothing. We seek you to be Talmim, which is complete, unrebukable and unblameable, in the Yuma Mashpat, which is judgment. As we prepare to move further, we palau, in which we ask that you search us. See if there be any Rosha Darak, which are any evil ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the Arak everlasting, which is the way of life. Let the debar of our paw, which are the words of our mouth, let the meditation of our lives, which is of our hearts, be acceptable in your own. And as we prepare to move further, we palau, in which we ask that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praise, the kabud, the glory, and the kabad, the honor, in the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen. I'm a very angry man. Should I apologize for it? No. I have a condition. My condition is the rationale for my actions. The cure for it is freedom. Leaving me in my captivity ain't the answer for it. I got to be free. My people got to be free. Let's say. This is Romans 15:4. We're using the word program for those that want to follow along here. Please, I implore you, encourage you to use your King James perversion, which is on this side, so you can see and follow along with us, so you can have questions, concerns, and then we want to try to fix them and correct them for you. We're trying to do that as well for ourselves. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
We're on a voyage to try to fix them and make up for some wrongs by coming in with right, which is Sadiq. Okay? The air on this side. They warm over here too. It's not warm. It's cold over there. It's cold. It's cold where y'all at? I'll probably give me, they don't give me a little fair, I appreciate it. Yeah, we do a little, yeah, we put that on a little low right down. Let it snow, let it snow. I'm sorry. I need that little snow. I remember I sung that to a friend of mine. His old lady put him out. It was snowing outside. Yeah, he wasn't too happy about it either. Made me happy though. It was so fitting. She put him out. It started snowing. That song just seemed so inviting. Gave me warmth. I had to break down, let him come stay at my apartment. All he do is look out the window back across the street at her. She got another nigga, he had to look at him there, ride off laughing. Like, hey, you better quit looking out that window. You don't do something you ain't got no business. You look guilty. Thank you. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Listen.
For whatsoever things Nikata before time, Nikata for our lament.
That's right. So whatever was written before was written to show us, teach us, instruct us. So we will know the Amat, and the Amat should make us free. Isn't that right? Delivered. That's the purpose. We're people in bondage. We got to come back to the instruction. Like sometimes you might put something together. I've done that, put stuff together, get so far, and then you get to a part, you can't figure where it go to. You go back through the instruction, look and realize you got, and usually you got to take something loose. Usually you got to take something loose. And you realize, goodness, I got to take, because you're trying to figure, because I'm looking at what I've done, and this look right. But I'm looking at this part, and this part don't fit. And it's like before you go back to the direction and look at instruction, you start to look at the part just thinking, maybe they could have just put in here, this don't go nowhere. And then you go back to look at it, and you run back through, and you realize, in order to put this piece where it goes, you're going to take that back apart, a large majority of it. You know, that's what we did once we found out that we had Yahushua, he popped up on the scene. It looked like we was all right with Jesus. And it really looked like it really wasn't no place for him. And then we realized we had to take away or take apart the whole thing we constructed so we can go back and make him fit. The problem is, you know what some people say? Well, we learn how to fit him into what we're doing. It ain't going to work. So you got to take it apart so you can see how important and how vital that part is. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
You do. You got to take it apart to see it. Just like for us, we'd have never saw the real value until we started stripping down what we were in. There were a lot of changes that had to be made. And that's what people got to do if they're going to be saved. The average person won't be saved. You know why? Because it don't fit. That's just something they put in the box. Like sometimes they will. They'll put extra screws in boxes sometimes. It won't be no 50 of them though. They'll have parts, they'll have some stuff sometimes that'll be extra that'll be in there. When it comes to Yahushua, he's the key ingredient to what we needed. And see, we came and put him in and broke down what we had and put him inside the system. It just unfolded so many things to us. It just made us start looking at everything so completely different. And looking at a lot of things they used and they pressured us on and they gave it to us. They gave it to us and they knew we didn't have no understanding. So they knew we wouldn't properly know how to dispense or understand what we've taken in. Now, we're at a point that we're going through and we're looking at it so we can see the importance of making sure we know we can go and we can look, we can inquire, we can get answers instead of just surface reading. Surface and keep going and not actually get into the depths of. Y'all know that? That's what we got to do. When a man building a house, he told us that a man dig deep. I build houses. When you build them, the first thing I got to lay is the foundation. I've never laid a foundation on top of no dirt. We always dug. Get your footing. You got to get your footing. You got to get it set. And what I'm pointing got to be able to support what I'm looking to put up. Y'all got it? That's what we've been looking at. When we build off of what they gave us and built with Jesus, it wasn't going to stand. That's why it came down. They look at, man, folk been serving Jesus a long time. Yeah, just long enough for it to come down. Because it was never founded on nothing. See, when it got tested, when it got tried, we've yet to find one of these black groups that made it out with him. Because you can't. Jesus is kizzy, stay put. Jesus ain't nothing but kissing. Stay put. Jesus kept more slaves from escaping because they was afraid they're going to go to hell. Oh, yeah, Jesus kept a lot of folks. Jesus is the reason why we've been in the rut we're in. Hello? Yes, sir. You got these saints, you know, in Minnesota, the gang, some of the gang, you know they go to church. Did y'all not know this? Hold on for a minute. Did y'all not know that these gang members go to church in Minnesota? They're a member of the Latter-day Saint church. They had a police officer. He arrested one for some crime. You know what he told him? He asked him, could he be out by Sunday because he had to go to church. He was serving at the church. Ain't no difference. Jesus don't deliver nobody from nothing. Jesus is bondage. And the sad part is you were letting gang members serve in your church. Mind you, this is a white church they serve at. They helping them. These boys are criminals, murderers, robbers, and drug dealers, and they work at the church. They have jobs at the church. They said they do encourage them to not to do wrong. They do encourage them not to do wrong. And it's working too, because they're still doing it. Don't look amazed. We're the same people. See, Jesus was never given to niggas to deliver them. Jesus was only giving us the pacifiers to make us feel as though. Do y'all not know every one of these religions, there's not a group of people or deity of people that don't have a deity? All these people, there's not a race of people that don't have a deity. They all have a deity. And what governments and rulers have learned to do is how to take the deity and use it to oppress the people. Do y'all know why these white Europeans from England have a problem with this religion? You go to Europe, you'll find they're not religious. They're not religious. They're not religious. That's not their thing. See, what they bought into and they learned years ago and how you got some of the semantics of it, what they did, they taught them about an all-seeing God. That God could see you. No matter what you did, even though I can't see you, he can see you. He knows if you're doing wrong or if you're doing right. The white people that broke away from it, that came here, these people, they detested that. They realized that they were using that against them. That they were making them buy into a all-seeing, all-knowing God. That they knew they people have, this is a figment of their imagination, and they were using it to keep them from doing things. They know it's impossible to watch everybody. So what I'm going to tell you, there's a higher power watching you, and he knows if you do wrong. And your kids are too young to really understand that. So we gave them Santa. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you are awake. He knows when you are bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. So how your kid need to act? Good. When your kid need to complain and pout? Why? Same thing they tell niggas. Be happy. They always give it a, don't worry. Be happy. The hell you saying that as a white folk? Hell, I can't help but to be worried. Hell, you gonna give me a relaxed song and I'm oppressed. Everybody pacifies you and try to make you think things are better when they're not. You have to come to grips with your reality. If I can't come to grips with my reality here, how am I come to my grips of reality with Yahuwah? I'm living a complete lie now. Then why would it's no way I'm ready to accept the truth. All right. Come on. Whatsoever things were written for a time were written for our
lament.
Teach, show, instruct.
that we, through endurance,
or going through without giving way. Which makes sense, because it's part of your Torah, that you weren't supposed to turn to the right or to the left. Because if you turn to the right or left, that means you're giving way. See, what he told us actually entails back to our Torah. Just like the writings, they understood the writings played a significant part of their existence, which were the verbal commands of Yahuwah. Y'all got it in written form. And they understood the power of it, that when he spoke it, what was written is what he said. And we connected and attached them to his word. And he gave us fears and phobias to try to keep us in the way. Even when he sent a Malachi, what do he want you to do with him? A message. I'm thinking you're a message. You're coming to help me. I am. If I was you, I wouldn't try to move from what he told you, because I'm not going to spare you. Y'all got it. We needed that fear. Why would you give that to them? Because people are prone to try to see how far they can go and get away from things. And I needed you to know that who I sent was not going to cover you. They were not going to let you go. It was going to be a severe punishment if you got away, which was in line with our Torah. You need to know what's going to happen to you. If the so-called Negro really knew what was the plot and plan set against him by Yahuwah, if he didn't turn to him, we'd be in a lot better position as a people. He doesn't know. Jesus accepts everybody. Jesus loves everybody. Jesus knows you can't be perfect. But that's not what your book teaches you. It teaches you to be ye therefore complete. Just like your Abba in Shamaim is complete. Why would you buy into he knows you can't be perfect when he gave you a perfect way? Y'all got it? These are the things, and we might seem like, oh, I kind of got it, don't. You needed to know that the way he gave you is perfect. You are complete. You are exactly right. You could never be perfect. Impossible. You know that? It's impossible. You could never be perfect. That's why he never told you to be you. That's the truth. You could never be perfect. That makes absolutely no sense. You cannot be perfect. You had to, let me see, mark the perfect man. And you had to be whole, upright, because the end of that man was shalom. Mark it as to remember it. He never told you to be you. That's what niggas mess up. I just want to be me. Me is why your ass is him. Stop being me. Got it? So that's what we have to look at. He said, for as much then that the Mashiach has suffered for us in the says, what did he want me to do? Arm myself as the army we know is to take up artillery. With the same, which means I had to think like he did. Mimic and have the same ideas. I had to be in agreement with. Y'all got it? With this, for he that has suffered has ceased. The book said that he should do something. No longer live out the rest of his days to the will of which means I never asked you to be you. I need you to die. I need you to stop. I just want to be me. No, you don't need to be you. You need to be you, a new you with his ideas. You need to be a new you with his understanding. Yeah, we need something in front of us to show us what we need to do. He never left it us. Whatever you think, however you think I want you to do. It's never been on the table. It's been directed to us what we need to do. It's been written. It's been commanded us what we need to do. He's never left it for you to think about it, you to consider it, and you to come up with a plan. Your plan is always going to be contrary. He already done tried it. I want you to think something. Can y'all think something? Can everybody here come up with a thought? I can. Can everybody come up with a thought right now? What you want to think? Everybody just think something. Okay. That's over with. I thought about water. What you thought about? Flying. You thought about water? What you thought about? Anybody else? You thought about pizza? What you thought about, Hashem? Pizza? What you thought about? And that's scary, because you don't eat them. I've never seen you eat a pizza, but that's good. What you thought about? Turtles. Okay, let's try another experiment. Anybody else thought about something? What you thought about? Taking a gummy when you get home? Okay, crackhead. Go ahead. What you thought about here? Video games. What you thought about? Being really, really small. What you thought about, bruh? What you thought about, Dan? Who? Fogos. What you thought about, Dan? Ribeye. Anybody else thought about anything else? What you thought about? The who? The word something? Okay. You thought about anything?
I thought about being free when I want to eat.
Well, he thought about being free eating when he want to eat. Lancaster, take him with you. Yeah. Go ahead. What you gonna say? What you thought about? Who? Burgers? And you know why Mr. Yahuwah would never tell us to do this? Because he said, your thoughts, not my thoughts. Yeah. That's not what he was thinking about. See, when we leave it to each of us, you see how many different ideas we'll have? This is just sitting here. This is just common thing I told you to think about. For him, he looks at, I want you to think on things that's going to work more prevalent for you. Y'all got it? Even the book teacher, let me say, let's finish this right quick. See if that's Philippians, the 3rd chapter. Might be 4. Philippians 4 and 11. Hold on, finish this right here. Through patient, going through without giving away, and the coon for comfort of the writings we might have tikva, accord, attachment, or your call, which is an expected way. Let's see it right quick. See that Philippians 4 and 9. Let me show you something. Let me show you how this works. What's that, 4 and 8, 4 and 9?
4 and 9.
Verse 8. We'll go to 9. We'll go to 9. I'm going to read that. Let's say, listen.
Those things which ye have both lamented.
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Go up to 6. 7. That's 8. I'm sorry. 8. See if it's 7. Go to 7. Let's say 7. Look at 8. Let's say, listen.
And the shalom of Elohim,
Which doth what?
passeth all understanding,
Oh my goodness. Do what?
shall keep your law,
And?
mind,
Where?
through Mashiach Yahushua.
That's right. Or in him. See, it'll keep you in him. The shalom of Elohim surpasses all understanding. Y'all got that?
Yes, sir.
That's more you could think or ask. Listen.
Finally, Akim, whatsoever things are a mock,
Whatever.
whatsoever things are honest,
Which they put modest. Go ahead.
whatsoever things are sadak,
Now they put, okay, Sadat for just.
whatsoever things are pure,
Which they said kudash, separated. Go ahead.
whatsoever things are lovely,
Which will be for, I guess, a hob. Go ahead.
whatsoever things are of true report,
Okay.
if there be any virtue,
If that be what?
any virtue,
Go ahead.
and if
Which is
the-
a commendable quality. Go ahead.
and if there be any tahala, think on these things.
What were we thinking about?
All right.
So now you can look at, let's see something, 55 and 10, 55 and 6, Yeshayahu. They call Isaiah. This is 6, I'm saying. Yeah, 6. I put 5, 6. Listen,
Seek ye Yahuwah while he may be found.
do what else?
Yakra ye upon him
Call upon him
while he is near.
when he shall draw nigh to you. And that's what he told us.
Let the Rosha forsake his Darak, and the unrighteous Ish his thoughts. And let him return unto Yahuwah, and he will have recome upon him, and to our Elohim, for he will abundantly pardon.
Okay. Now, this is no doubt for me just thinking, just in conversation, listen to the writing. The fact that he told me that he will have abundant pardons for me would make me to believe, just in hearing that people that are doing wrong, and it's true, when I was out there, you feel like you couldn't be saved. What would be the purpose of saying that he would abundantly pardon? Because a lot of us have felt like, and I felt like that I've done too much. But to know that he'll put abundantly upon it, meaning I can actually cover what you've done. You haven't done enough to where, or gone so far to where I can't cover you. Because he's telling them to stop doing something. The reason why a lot of people out there won't stop doing what they're doing, because they feel like ain't no hope for them. You'll be surprised. There's a lot of people out there, they want to be saved. They really do. They just feel like it ain't for them. They can't get it. I've done too much. You can get it. You hadn't done what I've done. And the people put themselves, because look, he's telling them, and let the Rosha forsake his ways, or they say leave his ways, and his thoughts, the way he thinks, because that plays a part to his transgressions. Think about with Ka'ua when she was in the garden. You know, first thing she did, just popped up, grabbed, started eating, and she said, you know what, I'm hungry. This thing looking good. Her thoughts played the part of it. She thought on and contemplated on committing qatar. So now he's looking at, I'm looking at your condition. I'm looking at fixing it from the point of, how did you get here? I need you to stop it. But if you to just stop it and you'll tell a kid to stop doing so, what they do? Sometimes they'll start back. It's because the thought of what they were doing hadn't left them yet. I need you to stop thinking the way you think. Why he would tell you, okay, fine. Whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things have virtue, if there be any tahalim, if there be anything, think on these things. Because I'm trying, listen, he's talking about you forsaking your thoughts. So what I'm going to replace them with? No, I'm going to get him out of jail and say, tell him, hey, all right, you out of jail, you out of prison, you're being released. This is rehabilitation. Now go out and don't commit the crime again. Then you got to give me some other alternatives. You got to give me some career-oriented, something that's going to get me to show me I can accomplish. You got what I'm saying? To keep me from going back. Otherwise, when I'm not, my mind is going to pull back to what I know. So you're telling me to stop thinking the way I'm thinking, then you got to replace the way I think with something more positive. Hello? I mean, that's the key. Let's see right quick. I know I quoted, but see that 3 and 5, 3 and 4 maybe, of the book of Bereshit. They call it Genesis. I know y'all get tired of me getting up here and having my, I guess they call it soapbox when I'm talking when I start. It's not planned, premeditated. I just talked to y'all from an honest part of myself of where I'm at and what I see for our people. And I'm not the person with, quote unquote, feel like I have the cure for everything we got. I just feel like I'm not giving up on humanity that man can't change. I just think that it's enough people in the way that don't want man to change. You know, you're not going to change everybody, but a lot of things you can reposition, condition. I know we know destruction, certain things are going to happen. I'm not at all against what you have said. But just like with Yunus, when he went to Nineveh, Mosul, which is actually in Iraq, which they won't tell us, and he said 40 days he was going to destroy it. 40, I mean. But when Yunus went there, they repented. It's a lot of people, if you could let them hear a mot true, and you could just explain it in a way, they say, that makes sense. I can do that. Just like I told you, how many times we heard that seek ye the Lord while they may be found, call you upon the white now, let the wicked forsake his way. You just reciting. He's telling me what I need to do. I have my thoughts coming up, just like we thought water, that kill somebody. Fornicate, commit adultery, tell a lie. These are thoughts. I'm a human. I'm prone to thoughts and ideas. So I have to learn how to input new information when I delete information. Y'all got it? And I'm going to use this when things come up again. When fornication comes, I got to think on things that are more positive. I got to think on things that are going to give them tahalim. I got to think on things that have a commendable quality. So now I understand why I'm doing it. You just, like when I gave you Philippians, it's just loud. It's just, because that's how they give you the New Testament, they call it, in a way that almost it's comical. It's just this little facade or something, you know. If there be any hope, if there be any praise, oh, think on these things. Why am I thinking on them? Because I'm trying to forsake a mentality I had, a mindset that put me in detriment. So these things that he told me to think on are going to be the things of Elohim. Y'all got it? But the way they give it to you and they decipher it to you, you don't come up with that equation. Y'all got it? So he's telling me, listen. Oh, okay, let's see it right quick. Let's see. Okay. Now, she had a mentality. Well, at 3, we'll get 3 right quick. All right, listen.
But of the pari of the ox,
And
which is in the midst of the gun,
Uh-huh.
Elohim hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye moot.
Mm-hmm.
And the Nakash said unto the Ashah, ye shall not surely moot.
Mm-hmm.
For Elohim doth know that in the yum ye eat thereof, then your shall be open, and ye shall be as mighty ones, knowing Tub and Rosha.
Mm-hmm. Which is like Elohim. Come on.
And when the Ashah saw that the ox was too for food,
Uh-huh.
and that it was pleasant to the and a ox to be desired to make one wise, she took of the pari thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
So where did this whole thing start at? Once the hearing. That's right, the mind. So you can see why he told you to let this mind be in you, which was also who thought it not robbery to be equal with Elohim and made himself of no reputation. It was important for you to have that mindset. Adam could have had that mind. He took nothing away. The book clearly told about Adam that he was going to make him like him. If I make you like me, wouldn't that make you ever equal? Let you have dominion over? That's what I have. And you in no way took nothing away from me in doing it. What did he take away from Elohim in doing that position? What he said, really? Adam the man, not Elohim. He didn't take nothing away from me. Absolutely nothing. Y'all got it? So this is what he's trying to tell her, understanding your position without threat. All right? Or without demonstrate a different behavior than what's been given to us. He was told, you have the ability to do. I've given you this. You know what I'm saying? Then I've given you your barriers. You needed barriers to know your limitation. That arts, it doesn't matter about what it looked like, how you feel. That's not for you to do. That's not in your hands. I've given you this. I need you to know where your limitations are. Man needs limitation. He needs limitation. And that's like with all the rules that we have, you need limitations. Even let me say that 20 to 21. Let's say that's, I don't know, 22, 15, Bamart bar. Let's say that's what I want. Coming to my mind. Probably got to back it up a little bit. But mark by they call numbers. Let's see what happens. Let me see what happens. 22 and 15. Can't even mind. I'm getting a little better with this old memory. Listen.
And Balak sent yet again Shari more and more kabod than they.
Listen.
And they came to Balaam and said to him, thus saith Balak, the ben of Zippor, let nothing.
14. Let me see what 14 says. No, go back. We'll go back. What was 16?
Yes, sir.
I want. Let me start at 16. We'll read down. Come on. Appreciate it.
And they came to Balaam and said to him, Thus said Balak the ben of Zippor, Let nothing, I applaud thee, hinder thee from coming unto me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
For I will promote thee unto very great kabod, and will do whatsoever thou sayest unto me.
Why?
Come therefore, I applaud thee, all me this on.
You want to curse him. Listen.
And Balaam answered and said unto the Abadim of Balak, If Balak will give me his bet full of silver and gold,
Tell me what you do.
I cannot go beyond the debar of Yahuwah my Elohim to do less or more.
See if we back it up. Let me see 22 and 1. Listen.
And the Benim of Yasharal set forward and pitched in the plains of Moab on this side Yarden by Jericho. And Balak, the ben of Zippor, saw all that Yasharal had done to the Amorites, and Moab was sore afraid of the arm, because they were many, and Moab was distressed because of the Benim of Yasharal.
He agreed him.
And Moab said unto the Zakanim of Midian, Now shall this company lick up all that are round about us, as the ox licketh up the grass of the field.
Which we call Bakar. Go ahead.
And Balak the ben of Zippor was Malak of the Moabites at that time. He sent Malachi therefore unto Balaam the ben of Beor to Pethor, which is by the Nahar of the Arats of the Benim of his arm, to call him, saying,
Hold on. There, go back. 5, 7. Okay. Call him saying.
Behold, there is a arm come out from Mizraim. Behold, they cover the Pani of the Arats, and they abide over against me.
Close to me. Come on.
Come now, therefore, I applaud thee,
And do what?
all me this arm,
Tell me why.
for they are too mighty for me. Peradventure I shall prevail, that we may smite them, and that I may drive them out of the Arats. For I wot that he whom thou Barak is Barak,
And?
he whom thou Al-Ah is Al-Ah.
See that? Now he had the thought. He recognized that. He pulled that to understand that. Now, we heard that before, haven't we? We ain't heard that before? Well. Tell when. Abraham. No, we'll look at Cuff in the book of Matthew. Well, what's that? 15, 16? 15, 16? 16, 19? That was 16. Matthew 16. $16.19. Listen. Oh my God, no. You're in the wrong book. Down to 23. Let's start 17. All right, listen.
Verse 17.
We'll start there. Come on.
And Yahushua answered and said unto him, Barak art thou, Shimon Bar-Yuna, for Basar and Dam had not revealed it unto thee,
But my who?
but Abi which is in Shamayim.
And what you do?
And I say also unto thee that thou art Cuff, and upon this sewer I will build my Adah, and the dog of Sheol shall not prevail against it. And I will give unto thee the keys of the Malkuth of Shamayim.
And what happened?
And whatsoever thou shalt forbid on Arats shall be forbidden in Shamayim. And whatsoever thou shalt loose on Arats shall be loosed in Shamayim.
That's good. Let me show them just the fact that they had. That's just showing cover that. Pick me up and said at the 9th chapter, the book of Oriah, 9. Give me about 9 and 45, 9:50. Oriah they call Luke 9:50. Let me see that. Oriah. Let's see. Listen.
And Yahushua said unto him, forbid him not,
Why?
for he that is not against us,
Is what?
for us.
So this was an issue when they came up. And they asked him about they had found a man that was teaching in his shem, but he didn't follow them. He didn't stay with him, and they wanted to stop him. He tried to tell them, don't bother him, because he's not against us, then he for us. Same thing I don't teach that if people not here, they're not right. People got to be here. That's stupid. This condemns that. And that man wasn't following. They were looking at he wasn't following them, though. He out teaching it, but he not with us. He said, don't leave him alone. And he not against us, then he for us. Mm-hmm. The man doing the work, man, teach, yeah, but he need to follow. He not against us. Leave him alone. Teaching, I don't know why people feel like everybody, if you tell them things, you supposed to be on here with me. No, I don't know where you get that from. Hell, you doing the work, okay? Let's see what happened. You can cut that off for a second, Justin, please. Go ahead.
And it came to pass,
Mm-hmm.
when the time was come that he should be received up, he steadfastly set his Pani to go to Jerusalem,
Yeah.
and sent Malachi before his Pani, and they went and entered into a village of Shamram to make ready for him.
What happened?
And they did not receive him,
Mm-hmm.
because his Pani was as though he would go to Jerusalem.
Yes.
And when his Talmudim, Yaakov, and Yehukanan saw this, they said, Adon, wilt thou that we command fire to come down from Shamayim and consume them?
Did they ask him to let it come down and do it?
Wilt thou that we?
You want some man, the fire to come down and consume them? Because they had authority too. When he sent them out in the 10th chapter of the book of Matthew, they told you these 12 he sent forth. And he sent them forth with authority. They had authority to be able to do that. People understood that from the Nabal. That when the Nabal came, even we talked about in the 16th chapter of the book of, you had to go get it in out of Shamuel, when Shamuel went down when he came down to go and see Yashi, all the people feared. And they asked him, was he coming Shalom? They fear, they know when the Nabal come, that man can wind up casting the whole thing be tore down. So this wasn't anything new. That's how the people knew them, by their authority. Y'all got it. The people feared when they see him. They knew this couldn't be good for us. You know, I was coming in Shalom. They just knew when he was coming, we in trouble. Okay? Okay, we can go back to what we had. In the in Yeshayahu, the 55th chapter. What we left off 7? Okay, let's see. Listen.
Let the Rosha forsake his Darak, and the unrighteous Ish his thoughts.
See that? All those entail together. But those of y'all in here that say, I'm trying to stop committing Qatar, I'm trying to stop doing wrong, two things got to happen. You can stop it, but you got to change your thought process. That's your answer right here. Your thought process. You know what? I be doing good, then I mess up. Your thought process. That's the only way we're going to fix it. See, the answers are him. We just didn't see it before because he had our eyes holding. Then we should know it. Y'all got it? He told it, if you should know the amount, what the amount going to do? And you still captive because? That's right. That's what we're looking for him to do, to anoint our with eye salve so we can see. Y'all got it? We want our eyes behold. We want to understand it. Years ago, we just read it. Just read it, run through it. But this will probably tell you to do. Stop doing wrong, but also your thought, the way you think. Let's see why. And then you can return. Why he won't let you return? Then once I get there, I'll stop it. He said, you can't get back to me unless you stop what you're doing and unless you change your thought process. See, how many people trying to get to him and then they're going to get better? That makes no sense. Let me ask you a question. If I'm, well, I was thinking about maybe When a person comes to a drug rehab, they have to be willing to admit, first of all, they got a problem. Then you got to be willing to come into a different way of thinking. Seeing the detriment and the harm and what it's done, whether you lost your family, you lost somebody at birth, whether you got yourself in a critical situation in prison or whatever it is, you have to kind of go back over and watch. They kind of use a religious premise on people when they give it to them. In a sense, they'll call it higher power. Not to put a name because I don't know what you serve, what you just call a high power. So that way it entertains everybody, get everybody an opportunity. We're not trying to get everybody an opportunity by just pacifying them with something. We got to call him what he is. That's why I put a shimmer on it, put a name on it. Put a name on it so you know exactly who you're talking about and what needs to be done. Just like our behavior. When we get up and we confess our faults, and I was in the Baptist church, I would have sat there and told the flat, I was not going to tell people what I did. It wasn't nobody business there between me and the Lord. Why you want to know? What they got to do with you? Absolutely not. You need to be worried about your damn self. Why you worried about me and what I done? Come on, that's how we did. Because that allowed me to keep hiding. So I got to get up and tell you what I done. I'm confessing it, which means I'm acknowledging what I'm doing. Okay? I'm acknowledging it so I cannot do it again. But when you get them just say, I'm going to get up and confess that Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, and that I sin. And I want to be saved. What did you do? Wrong? What kind of wrong? Like not right? Not right? Like what? Because you got to start putting in your mind and start to put it out of your mouth and you start to think about how you feel. You think about, wow, this is bad. But see, there's no conviction when the act is happening. There's no conviction because you never have to address it. You never have to tell everybody. Nobody tell nobody what they done. So it keeps you to be a liar and a cover-up. That's why people never change. The reason is not designed for you to change. It's designed for you to stay the same. You're just more hidden now. We all say we done sin. Who in here ain't sin? That's where you get it started. You cover up. So we all agree we all sin. Ain't none of us better than the other one. When you got to get up and you got to admit what you've done and confess what you've done, that's where the shame come in. And it's his knowledge that shame should drive you to say, you have embarrassed yourself. Look at how you feel and how you look. You don't want to do that again. Some people say, you know what? You ain't never got to worry about this again. Got it? That's what it was done. It said confess it one to another. I heard it years ago reading it. I'm like, that just mean what it say. We never did it. I was Baptist. You remember ever getting up and admitting what they did? You just got up and you just get up and just tell them you sin. Just mean you admit you sin and you want Jesus Christ to be you want to be your personal Lord and Savior. Mm-hmm. You want to be saved, be back. Yeah. Give him a hand clap. They want to be, and that's it. See that? You all right. Give them the right hand of fellowship. What did they do? Absolutely nothing. And then you got a whole church full of hypocrites. Now people don't confess it. You're not supposed to confess it. Do you know if everybody got in them churches with them pretty suits and dresses and hats on and stuff, and husband and wife and other folks in there, and girlfriends and boyfriends and homosexual relationship, and got them confess what happened in that place? Man, serving their wood in. Them folk being a complete mess, all them folk giving there. Man, you'll destroy everything in there for the place. The preacher got to start off. That's where we at. See, if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't even do what he told you to do. Let the wicked forsake his way. Because a lot of people, since they've never been really told, they never heard nobody say other than not sin, what way is he talking about? That's why people don't stop. I went home, go right back to shacking up. Because I really didn't. If I had to go and confess all I'd done, that made a difference. Make a difference. Now people eyes on you to watch you from now on. What you did, nigga? I'll be watching your little ass. And now you got to try to make sure that people watching you that you don't do it again. And that's a good thing. Why? I don't feel like people watching me. Why? What you going to do? I can't do nothing. And that's how it's supposed to be. It is. I know it. People look at it. Listen, you know the thing is when people confess, what people don't know, you learn. Everybody learn. It ain't nothing you can say, ain't nobody else done. Ain't nobody can get up and say that nothing they done, ain't nobody done. Absolutely not. Everybody in the world doing something. People on the train, people sitting in the car, people at your job, I don't care how they look, what they drive, where they live, what they do, they doing wrong. wrong in what you see, but nobody confess it. That's why people keep going. Or just speaking, don't look. I don't even look at people. I just keep moving. Because some people don't want to look. They don't want nobody looking at their face. They look at, they can see, they know. They watching me. Somebody must have told them. Why these people watching? Why everybody looking at me right now? I never told. I ain't tell nobody. They could tell. Who told? I wonder who told them. You'd be surprised what's going through people's mind. But when you free yourself from the burden of worry about who's going to expose me, when it's going to come up again, when it's going to come out, you was told how to do it. Confess your fault one to another. And he let you know that the Dharma of Yahushua, it maketh us whole and cleanseth us from all. That's why he told you that, and he shall have recon, for he shall your kata'im. Because I ain't had one, I got many of them.
Yeah.
I didn't know all of them can be covered. See, you got to have a confidence in your. Why people don't confess everything they do? Some of the stuff, I lied. You get that. I stole. Cover that. I started telling some other stuff I did. Why y'all looking at me like that? What I do? Because we don't understand. He already set aside to cover it. Already set aside to cover it. I just need you to leave from what you're doing. I need you to change the way you think. Because your thoughts are counsels, recommendation for course of behavior. I don't just go and commit adultery. I got a recommendation for that. I don't just go and steal a lot. There's a recommendation to do it. And I need you to change the way you think. Then I need to give you a new mind. I need to give you a different understanding so you can prevent when it comes against you. Y'all got it? See why it seems that it is more simplistic, and you can't get this unless you be honest with yourself. That's the only thing. Church is built on a lie. Everybody in there hypocrite. Everybody false pretending until something comes out the prick. Everybody say, I got to get it right for myself. I got to get it right for me. People say that in church, but they didn't have to confess nothing. I got to get it right for me. I got to get it right for me. Y'all got it? Folks go to church, they say that. I ain't come here for none of y'all. I came here for me and the Lord. Tell us what you did, nigga. Huh? I know. It is. That brings in the solemness. That brings in the seriousness when you have to sit down and look at. I got to tell people about stuff that I try to forget about. I got to tell y'all about stuff that I don't want to talk about. Because Yahuwah put it on us and let us know you're going to have to tell it. It's going to be here. It's going to be in the mosh pot. In the mosh pot, when you tell it, you can't get no forgiveness for it. Everything we're going to get forgiveness for. But I got to believe that. I got to believe that he will abundance. How many of y'all wait on yourself that you can't be saved? That you probably ain't going to be saved? Listen. Let the wicked, or Rosha, leave his ways. And the only reason you feel like you can't because of your ways. Well, he's telling us to leave it. That's right. What y'all raise head? Every person feel it. Somebody didn't want to raise their hand. They want folks to look at them. Be honest with yourself. And the transgressor, the unrighteous man, because if you're not right, then you transgress, which means you're going against the codes, the rules, his counsel, or his thoughts. Because it's going to start in your mind. And let him return to the. First of all, he need to realize, you know what they teach you in Christian church? Once saved, always saved. You can lead the Lord, but he don't never lead you. So it don't matter what I do, the Lord don't never lead me. These are lies. Why the man tell me to return? Because when I done this, you left. Yahuwah never left Jerusalem. You did. And I put you up because of your ways. Now I told you to return. You know, they folks say, I'm glad no matter what I do, the Lord take me back. Not the way you are. Yahuwah would never take you back. That don't make sense. Why would I cast you out and take you back the same way you are? If I put my wife out for being a drunk and she still drank, I'm telling her come back. What's going to happen? Wild guess. Think hard. What's going to happen? And what's going to happen? I'm going to put her back out. So it wouldn't make no sense to bring her back. So to avoid this whole altercation, she would have to completely quit drinking. She's got to get a whole new behavior in order to come back. That makes no sense to bring her back. Return to me, and I'll take. The Lord said he'll take me back. He'll take you back to you, isn't he? But what you got to do? You're going to have to lead your ways. You're going to have to lead the way you think. And listen, and let him return to you. He never told you return to me and then you stop. No, you're going to stop there before you get back him. And guess what? I'm going to forgive all that. That's how they keep us trapped, the way we never get it. Because we keep looking at, but we're not looking at, I'm telling you what I'll do. You got to take him at his face value. Which one he told you that you did? Which one? What did you did that don't cover in abundantly pardon? The only thing to keep you from being uncovered from abundantly pardon is the way you thinking. I already know what you've done. I knew what you're going to do before you done it. And I'm telling you that I will forgive you for it. That my con is sufficient. A lot of us is learning how to forgive ourselves and learning how to think that whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are marked, whatsoever things have virtues, if there be in the Tahalim any praise, think on them. These are things I'm trying to give you. Other attitude, you can get a kid off. Kid got your phone, you trying to get the phone from they start to cry, give them something else. And they jump, get that, then you eat the phone from them. Gone. Got it. I'm gone. You got to play them off and everything. You know what? You give them something. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving you something else. I ain't leaving you brainless. I know what'll happen when you sit and you don't have something else to do. I'm giving you something to hold you. Okay? And this is confirmation. I needed to know this. I needed to know that all the stuff Tony Smith did, that he said, I will more than pardon it, more than forgiving it. I mean, when we talked about how Yahushua, in the 6th chapter, I think in the book of Matthew, when he talked to the man and he found the man and he told him that his kataim be forgiven. When they saw and they wanted to know about him having authority, how was he able to sit around and tell the man his sin was forgiven? They have a problem with him telling the man they were healed. He tried to get us to understand that that healing part was me forgiving you. Huh? He said, I'm the one make people sick. I make people die, and I make people live. So when I heal you, I was forgiving you. So when Yahushua found a man and he was sick, he told him his kataim be forgiven him. And they tried to rationalize, how you have, he said, which was easier? To tell him that he was healed, he was made whole, or to tell him his sin was forgiven him? He said, so that you knew that the Ben of Ish had authority to forgive kataim. He said, I was sent here with the authority to forgive it. When he found the man at the pool, he told the man that when he go, what he told him to do? Don't do it no more unless a worse thing come on him. Whatever you done up until that point, I can't forgive it. Now you can't go because it's impossible to renew him again. He told that's why it's going to be worse. It's going to be impossible to renew you again. Why he tell him a worse thing? Why he said, well, you just keep saying it because I still cover that too. He said, no, a worse thing going to come on you. Your book told you it's impossible to renew him again. That's why we got to get understand. A lot of times people here worry about, I wonder if I taste the following way. No, it don't make sense. When you look at doing what these folks talking about doing, this man covering us for a reason. Not if had come, and you know, it was a good thing we had come into full knowledge. If you can't renew me again, don't you know I got to be careful how you do stuff? I got something that's so bad it break, I can't ever replace it. You think I'm going to put in your clumsy ass hands? Not unless I know you can hold and handle it. This something can't be put back. That's right. So when I put it in a man or a woman, don't you know he going to be set to keep it? That's right. People have misguided us and messed us up for such a long time. I just don't want to be confused. I don't want to be dazed with nobody information. I just want to know what the man intent is for me. What are you trying to get me to do? How, it makes sense. I'm trying to get you to come back and understand why you left. You let somebody else go. It's been people relationship why it got gone. You know what you find out? Listen to somebody else. Guess what he told him? They want his counsel. I need you to forget your counsel because you left me because of somebody else's counsel. And sometimes that counsel been our own. Like I said, I get in my own head. He said, I want you to get out of your head. Let's see why. At verse 8.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Go ahead.
Neither are your darak my darak, said Yahuwah.
Let me ask you a question. So, when I was getting high, getting drunk, and fornicating, commit adultery, that you saying that were my ways. Are you saying the information or whatever God aroused me to do that, that didn't come from him? And that's what he's telling me. That's why I want you to stop it. When you come, I need you to understand why. Because the counsel you got, that's not my counsel. And the ways you've been going, those aren't my ways. The Yahuwah said it. We needed to know that. So now when stuff come up in the mind, the thing to come and do, is this him or me? Is this him or the old me? Is him or me allowing other things, other outside influences to push me and persuade me into something? As Shaul said, I marvel, remove from who? That call you into who? So you move from that unto, so you're in your own way, which is not. But there'll be some with trouble and would pervert, cause you to deviate from a proper course. How? With their counsel. That's why I let you know, that's not my counsel. I don't think like that. Those aren't my ways. So now I'm looking at, well, give me this. How close? Do this, Yahuwah. Tell me when to stop. Now? I can't hear you. So I need to know how far. Because sometimes you close that count, like in a race, really, I almost beat you. How I almost beat you if you won? That's right, see? So I want to know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Am I where I was right there with him or not? So give me a distance. Go ahead. I need a measuring. Go ahead, verse 9.
For as the Shamayim are higher than the Arats,
So
are my darak higher than your darak, and my thoughts than your thoughts.
that will bring me back into his counsel. That will bring me back into his counsel. Because now he just told me how far off I am. This is something I can physically see. The Arats above. When you look up in the Shamayim, what's the distance you see? Real close? What, just over your head? When you're doing wrong, that's how far off you are. You know what I thank the Lord for, even though I was out there in the street? I thank my God I wasn't that far off. There's some people out there and they way off. Son, the Shamayim distance from the Arats, so are your ways distant from my ways and your thoughts from my mind. The way I think. That make a person have to come back and look at, I got to close the gap. Close the gap. You need to know that. Because you know what? Sometimes people feel better about themselves if it wasn't that bad. That's bad. That's real bad. That makes sense what I'm telling you how it works now. And he came back to let you know why. Because just think about it. Why though? He told me to forsake my way. I don't really see nothing wrong with my ways. I don't really see no way with the way I think about doing stuff. He said, well, let's do a measure. Let's do a measuring test. And when we measure, this is the distance. I let you think about some things, and I put my thoughts down. When I measure where you think and where you at and where I'm at and the way I think, this is how far we are. It makes sense that he set so high and we set so low. Huh? Trying to show you the distance because of the way we think. Hello? Little things like this that we have just bring us more into a reality on the importance of why, where are we trying to go, What's hindering it? What's preventing us? Y'all got it? Because people want it. We're just not obtaining it. Why? It's because we didn't look at just how off we were. People feel like if you come to church, they say that's the first start. First start is coming. Not the first start. Start for us is getting the knowledge. Yeah. Don't you know the first thing we got to get according to our book is the fear. He said that's where wisdom starts at. The fear. You know what those people had when he read the Torah to them? The fear. The fear. Now they're wise. Now they know. They associated him with death. They associated him with life. I fear dying so much I want to live. I don't want to hear nothing else from him. I'm going to do what he told me. That's going to be my life. That's how I fear death. Not I fear death as I don't and I'm running to hide away from my transgression that's coming to get me. But I'm going to make sure I keep this because I'm afraid of dying. He said, now that's a wise people. He told us, he said, that's a wise people. See, a lot of times how we think about stuff, we just think about just teaching and giving information. For him, he looked at, let's start off with fear. Let's start with fear. See, the fear Adam had was after he had transgressed. He needed that fear before he transgressed. But we learned from that too. It didn't stop the punishment though, did it? He still cut him off. You know, so you know what? When I do wrong though, that thing really bothered me. You know what the problem is? You do wrong. You do wrong. I don't care about how much repentance and feeling you get. I don't want you to do wrong. That's why he put such a strictness on us to keep us from it. Y'all got it? You know, we look at that's good, but you tell you changing. When you start feeling bad when you're doing wrong, Lord dealing with you. You're just a dumbass. When he dealing with you, you start to realize, I got to stop doing wrong. I used to do that. Do wrong, feel bad, repent. Do wrong, feel bad, repent. Do wrong, feel bad, repent. Stop doing wrong. You ain't got to keep repenting. Because there's no reward in feeling bad when after you've done wrong. It's absolutely nothing. No more than he told Adam and Ka'ul, you know what? You know what, I could tell. Y'all feel so bad right now. I ain't got to whoop you. You like a child, some kid, they start crying for you whoop them. They already done beat themselves up enough. Now I'm going to tear your ass up. Go ahead and get it out. I know, folks. Go ahead and get it out. I'm going to tear your ass up as soon as you get through crying. See what I'm saying? Guess what he do with us? I'm going to tear your ass up as soon as you get through crying because you should have cried before you done it. See, that's when the knowledge come in, we start to understand, when do I need to have it before I get into it? And use that to draw me away from it. Y'all got an understanding that when I consent to it, then I consent to the Torah. What did the Torah tell me going to do? What did the Torah tell me going to do? Huh? That's right. Yeah, man, do it, going to live by it. So if I go against it, then what happened? I consent to that. So why am I asking him not to kill me? The wages of Kataim is, but the gift, the benefit, the baraka of Yahuwah is what? Alam Ka'im. How you get Alam Ka'im? By obeying him. How do I get moved? I want to be saved, but I do wrong. I consent to it. I consent to the Torah because this is what I'm living by. So in living by it, that's what I die by. So when I go to do wrong, I consent to the Torah. It's right. If I obey the Torah, it's right. Because the Torah is going to work just like he prescribed it to work. The Torah is never wrong. Y'all got it? It's never wrong. Even Shaul, he said, when I do it, I consent is right. That's the punishment of it. The man that do these things, man commit adultery. he don't move. A man that married wife don't commit adultery. He gonna live. Torah right. Torah don't change. Y'all see that? We just had to get an understanding. We surface read. We surface to get understanding. Now we gotta get deeper because we find out we come back to the same rut. And that don't make sense. We might well serve Jesus, we're gonna stay in the same rut. But it avails something to us. It gives us a deeper understanding of things. Y'all got it? And it gives us a consciousness. He don't want the consciousness of, I'm wrong, I feel bad. He want the consciousness of, I don't want to do it. I already know what it entails. I already know where it puts me at. So we start to get into this type of knowledge of doing things. Now if I go and I do, I'm at willfully committing it. Because the book says if we willfully commit kata, after when now? Anytime, no, at any time. We say what? After what? Then what happened? Because he said that would make absolutely no sense whatsoever. Go touch the pew and die. If you touch the pew, you're going to die. The pew, right there with the red cloth on the back of it, you're going to die if you touch it. The pew. Forgive me, Lord, I'm so ignorant. I sin and repent before thee. He said, don't make no sense. This is a willful act. You knew this. You knew this, and you done it. He said, I don't see what, it doesn't make sense. You have knowledge of. Y'all see that? That make a difference. But see, when we read it, well, he said, you know it. Then he said, no, you come into knowledge. Knowledge, you got a range of information about this. He said, you can't do that. He said, it don't make no sense. See that? And now guess what people do? I don't want to know too much. Now, what would be the reason I don't want to know too much? Then I won't be held accountable. You see that? See how we think? And get what Yahuwah look at. You think that's Yahuwah thought? See that way he said? That's not the way I think. Well, all I got to do is just don't know too much. That way I won't be held accountable. That's right. But that's the way, but he let you know, unless you forsake that thought and start putting new ideas in your mind, that's the way you're going to think. Because you Rosha. What thoughts? He said, let me see. A corrupt tree brings forth good fruits, and I'm trying to remember how it go. What happened? A corrupt tree gonna bring forth corrupt fruit, pari. That's why he let you know, I need you to forsake your way and your thoughts. All of these are having you prone to producing the wrong actions. Y'all got it? So we start to understand the benefit and the reason why we have to have word information. Y'all got it? We talked about on, well, it went into coming sheet. They call Wednesday night, which is Thursday night of the day. How they started talking about how they overcame him by the blood, by the dam of the Lamb, and by the word it said of their testimony, which was his testimony, which makes sense. Because we go back to look at his testimony, we start looking at, it puts us back in the writings. Let's see, 5 and 39. Your Ukanan. Let's see something. Finally starting to cool down now. Man, you know some in here now. But I feel like that heat be breathing on you out there. They ain't beating you up. You say, oh my goodness. I'm going to drive my old school. That thing took too long for some air to blow out there. I said, but I hate to be sweating up in this thing. It's coming straight to the shop. Boy, you drain that thing and refill it. I don't know who sucked that freon out of there, but it's getting back in there. Let's see what he told you. 39. 5 and 39, Yukanan, they called John. Listen.
Search the Kitabim.
Why?
For in them ye think ye have Olam Kai.
You think you can live forever? Listen.
And they are they which testify of me.
And they, hold on, back up for a second. And I'm sorry, yeah. And the same are they that give testimony of
me.
So who testimony they gave to give over to defeat Satan? They testimony? It was the testimony of the writings. So that shows you right here. He told you to search the Kitabim, the writings. Because this is what he told you. For in them ye think, for you think in them to have kai, life, alam. So that means now our people would have been reading the Kitab writings, the writ writing scripture, Kitabim plural. But he told them that you weren't really reading it correctly because you thought you found kai in them, and they was talking about me, which the life you found had to be my life. That's the only way you're going to overcome it. That's the only way you're going to defeat it. The only way you're going to get out of this thing is to take what was said about him and mimic that same life. Mimic that same pattern of behavior. That's basically what Yahushua did. He left us a pattern. Man didn't have a pattern before he came. He thought he did. We know how to properly disperse and understand the writings. People have been reading and going, we had no understanding of what we were doing. That's what they testified. We talked about Yehukanan, Aleph Yehukanan, 1 John, they call the 5th chapter. He said, we know that the Ben Elohim had come and given us. So what did we have before he came? That's right. We were doubting. We learned through the book of Romans that we were going to die because we didn't have enough of it. We didn't have it. He told you what was destroying you. Lack of understanding, which is dangerous. Yeah, lack of certain minerals in your body can cause death. You know that? So now he came to impute in us. Y'all got us. But not accounting to us our kata'im. Y'all got it. Not holding that against us. Hello? See the 19th chapter right quick. Hold on, stop for a second. Let me see the 40th verse. Let me see what it said. Listen.
And ye will not come to me that ye
reason?
might have kai.
And for what happened?
I received not kabod from Anashim.
Now, the man told you that you won't even come unto him so you can live. Letting us know there's already a resistant will in us. You can offer a man salvation, offer a man a chance. It's just like those people, everybody out there on the street homeless ain't homeless because they dumb and ignorant. Some of them not even homeless because they broke. Some of them people out there come from wealthy families. But they'll just choose this is their life because they don't want to take on the responsibility. They feel like it's too much of a burden to them, and they'd rather live a life with no responsibility, no cares. And they'll realize you're a detriment to yourself. That's why people sometimes say, I don't feel sorry for these people. These people make choices. Not all, but some. And this is the same thing you look at for people that won't come and sit and receive the dabarim. The fact is, he said, I told you how to look at it. He said, when you go through and you look through it, it's talking about me. So if you're going through it and you can't see me, are you actually even looking at it correctly? Showing you right there, we weren't even looking at the book right. He told you, they talking about me. Then the night we read in the 12th chapter, it clearly told us that they overcame Satan by his testimony, by what was told about him. How am I going to defeat him? Let the Spirit lead. Just tell the devil where he at. He under your feet. Then you tell him to get thee behind you. And he turn around, look you in your face, say, nigga, you damn crazy. I'm leading you. All right, so let's look at something right quick. 19th chapter of the book of Kazum. I'm trying to get y'all out of here. Kazum, 19. Hold on, see if it's 6. We'll probably read it down. Okay. See, let's see. All right, let's see. They call it revelation.
And Shama, as a word, the coal of a great multitude, and as the coal of many Ma'im, and as the coal of mighty thunderings, saying, Hallelujah, for Yahuwah Elohim omnipotent reigneth. Let us be glad and rejoice and give kabod to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his Ashah hath made herself ready.
To prepare herself. Mm-hmm.
And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. For the fine linen is the Sadiq of the Kodashim.
That's our justification. Prove out. Y'all know that? He said that's the justification. That fine linen, her fine linen glittering in white for the fine linen are the justification of the Kodashim. When we look at the righteousness. Now, where are we going to entail this from? Well, when a woman got married, her father actually gave him a sheet, a cloth, a linen cloth. See, you read stuff, you have no understanding. He just said she was justified. That fine cloth you got is what she's supposed to lay on when she consummate the marriage.
Right.
And when she consummate the marriage, she's supposed to produce dam on the cloth.
Yeah.
That is her justification.
Right.
People, they be saying, stop your ass from watching Cinderella. See that? This is important for you to know, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now, how you been reading it? Hold you got. See that your Ukanai 20 and 5. Oh, I put on this side, same way. Let's see. All right, let's see. 20 and 5, Euchanan. They call John. Listen.
And he stooping down and looking in, saw the linen clothes lying, yet went he not in.
Listen.
Then cometh Shimon Cuff following him, and went into the sepulchre, and seeth the linen clothes lie.
The kabar, the grave for us. And
Yes,
did
sir.
what?
And the napkin that was
Hold
about.
on for a minute. And he saw the line. He saw the linen cloth.
And he
what?
seeth the linen clothes lie. And the napkin that was about his head, not lying with the linen clothes, but wrapped together in a malkum by itself.
See that? He saw him wrapped up into one place. Where you think the linen cloth was for? Because they wrapped him up. Remember, when he got stuck through with the pierce, when he got pierced through, he would have been bleeding.
That's right.
So if you wrapped him up in the cloth, he would have produced blood, which would have been his justification. Yahuwah had told us that you are the only person I know of all the goyim of the Arise. That was his mouth talking. That was his mouth talking. Oh, y'all don't want to hear that, do it? That was his mouth talking. So we need to see some proof. That's why the first one, he saw the linen cloth lying there, but he didn't go in. But Cuff went in to see it. And he had them separated, one over his face. A woman have a veil over hers. He had one over his too. This was showing the consummation that he was justified. See that the 21st chapter, about 12. 21 and 12, all our hot dabarim. Y'all got to forgive me, I ain't read this stuff in years. See that 21 problem down. 13, 14, 15. Probably come on down a little bit. That's 20? No, 22. Is it 22 is what I want? 22 and 12. 22 and 15. Make it 12. All right, let's see what happened. Listen.
Thou shalt make thee fringes upon the four quarters of thy vesture, wherewith thou coverest thyself.
Hold on. 22 and 12? Okay. 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 Go ahead.
If any ish take a ashar and go in
13.
unto her
Hold on. Okay.
and hate her
Okay.
and give occasions of speech against her and bring up and Rosha Shem upon her and say, I took this ashar, and when I came to
Hold on,
her,
hold
I found her not a maid.
Hold on for a minute. Are we here already? We have no delight in her then,
Yes,
shall
sir.
13. Yeah, we finished. Come on. 13. Are we in the right book? 22. Yeah, went back to 21. 22. And 12. We started at 12, so we went down. Okay, this is 14. Okay. And giving occasional speech against her.
And bring up and Rosha Shem upon her and say, I took this ashar, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid.
Listen, I found her not a maid. I found not a virgin. They said, I found not her tokens of virginity. All right, let's see what happened.
Then shall the Abba of the damsel and her aim take and bring forth the tokens of the damsel's virginity unto the Zakanim of the city in the Dal.
Okay.
And the damsel's Abba shall say unto the Zakanim, I gave my bat unto this Ish to Ashah, and he hateth her. And lo, he hath given occasions of speech against her, saying, I found not this thy bat a maid, and yet these are the tokens of my bat virginity, and they shall spread the cloth before the Zakanim of the city.
Hold on a second. They got to put unfold it. All right, scroll up a little bit. Before the ancient, which are the elders. Okay.
And the Zakanim of that city shall take that Ish and chastise him.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall immerse him in 100 shekels of silver, and give them unto the Abba of the damsel, because he hath brought up and Rosh Hashem upon a Bathula of Yasharal,
And what happened?
and she shall be his Ashah.
This is what happened.
He may not put her away all his Yamin.
Y'all didn't realize they set us up. Because we took Yahushua, we said that he was Beelzebub. That's how he was doing the work. That's what we said. Yeah. That he only did it by Beelzebub, which we believe to be one of the Shah of Satan. We brought a Russian name against him. Hello? We said it, hold on for a minute. We said the man sat down and ate with Kataim. The same thing you'll say about a woman. She been whoring with other men. He told y'all to search him, for you thought you had eternal life. He said, they're talking about me. We didn't bring a Russian name on him. We said the man sat down and ate with publican and Kataim. That the man was a wine bibber. Y'all didn't think that was an evil name, brother? And a glutton. We brought a Russian name against him. Come on, folks. What y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Listen, now you sitting here and you looking at what happened. And listen, he shall never be able to put her away. That saved us. That saved us. Now we get to keep him. We can't separate from him now. See, all that they didn't see, all things work out for the two of them that are Har Yahuwah. And it's called according to his purpose. What we meant for Rosh, it worked out for two. Watch out how he looked in Yasharal with that Shem, with that put on him. Let's see something again, the 20th chapter, book of Yukonon, 20 and 1 right quick. And we'll come back there and finish up right quick. Y'all give me a minute. Y'all get in the understanding. Y'all want me to write up a message next time and bring it? I think it's two we can walk down and look at this together and we try to work on understanding. We're going to learn the Abari word, but let's be honest, we don't even understand what we've been doing in English. Because we ain't understood the principles of what he's trying to tell them. The man told you they're talking about me.
That's right.
Let's see what happened in 20 and 1. Listen.
The first yom of the week cometh Marim Magdalene early, when it was yet Kashak,
Why it's dark?
unto the Kubar, and seeth the Abun taken away from the Kubar. Then she runneth and cometh to Shimon Cuff, and to the other Talmudim, whom Yahushua had, and
Now,
saith
to
unto
the
him,
other one, that whom he had, and what happened?
and saith unto him,
What happened?
they have taken away the Adon out of the Kubar, and we know not where they have laid him. Cuff therefore went forth, and that other Talmudim, and came to the Kubar. So they ran both together, and the other Talmudim did outrun Cuff, and came first to the Kubar. And he, stooping down and looking in, saw the linen clothes lying, yet went he not in.
No, he didn't. And what happened?
Then cometh Shimon Cuff following him, and went into the Kubar, and seeth the linen clothes lie. And
So
the
now-
napkin that was about his head, not lying with the linen clothes, but wrapped together in a malkum by itself.
Which kind of bring me into a situation of just thinking. Just kind of thinking why I came over here. Anybody know why I was probably thinking? Does anybody know why? Read it. Tell me louder. Yeah, that's one thing, but no, I wasn't thinking about that. Well, I was thinking about what you were told when it came down. Now you find that's a key. It will cover 2 witnesses, 2 to 3 witnesses. Another thing will kind of put you in the mind with this. If you read the 5th chapter of the book of Cuff, he told you something. Nobody know what he told you? Huh? 5 and 1. Y'all started. He told you that the Zakanim among you. He told you he did something. And he told you about him. You know who was supposed to examine that stuff? Who it supposed to be unfolded for? He could have very well outran it because he was younger. The book told you who was supposed to look at it. The ancient was supposed to check it. The young man, when he got there, it told you he didn't go in there. He just stooped and looked. But Cuff went in there and examined. Then he came back and told you later that he was a Zakanim. He did tell him to feed it. The ancient rule over. You hold a position, and don't forget what people don't know when he started to tell you about him being an elder. You know so much you want to pay attention to. You have to be at least 50 years old. That's why they started questioning Yahushua in the 8th chapter of the book of Yehukanan. They told him he wasn't even 50 years old. But you wouldn't have caught that. You went back through your tour and all our Hadabarim, he started telling you started to set these people aside at the age of 30. And you started to look at taking him at about 50 years old. That's why they questioned his age, that he was not 50 years old. But Cup came and told you, the elders which are among you, he said, I want him, who am also an elder and a witness. What did you witness? The man said he was a witness. What did you witness? Because you were supposed to bring the tokens of virginity out, and they were supposed to witness it. You weren't opening up for everybody. It was for the elders. Don't worry about it. Let's see if he told me he was a witness or not. Aleph, Kaf, 1 Peter 5 and 1. Listen.
The Zakanim, which
Hold on
are
for a minute. What does it say on the other side?
the ancient,
What about it?
which are among you,
What you do?
I exhort,
What are you? Who you had to be trying to warn somebody?
who am also as a Khan.
I'm also ancient. Let's see what else you done. All we
And-
learn right now is you're old. What else?
And a witness
Of what?
the sufferings of Mashiach.
And
Also a partaker of the kabod that shall be revealed.
the man said, I saw something. When we were reading, I was just thinking, we were reading, you got to pay attention when you read. As one of my favorite writers, Shaul, told me, that when you read, you might understand. Somebody had to witness it. He said I was a witness. They were supposed to unfold and they were supposed to see it. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are y'all serious? That's what he told you. Even he asked Cuff, who was he? Who did Cuff tell him he was? Who did Cuff tell him he was? Who do men say that I am? And what did he tell him? He would have been Elohim. And then he told him Baraka, Shimon of Barnabas, born of Yonah, for flesh and blood had revealed it, but my which are where? You ain't gonna believe it. You do know that the father was supposed to show this as well when it came down to the talking her virginity, the father and the mother. I don't know what they're doing. The man told you that. He said that, but my father revealed it unto you. Who's supposed to reveal that? The brother? The cousin? The father and the mother were supposed to reveal the tokens of it. And he let him know the father showed it to you. When it came down to who he was, he said, I done also seen it, and I'm a witness. And I'm a partaker of the kabod that's going to be revealed. Because something was going to come out of that. Don't worry about it. Don't pay me no attention. I just be talking. Finish that 19th chapter, because we'll try to guide him. I'll try to let y'all go. Get ready to take their money. When we left out 19, see, we be reading, we be going places like that. I'll try to get a script or something for y'all. Go to that www.walrus. Try to work that one out. I'm sorry, that thing should be piled up by now, all kind of messages. They're waiting on me. Say, I don't see Tony. We left off of him. 8. And we went from over here. See, I want you to see, let me tell you something we read. This is how Yahuwah move it. He make us to understand this. Mm-hmm. These folk read, tell them, just go to these, tell them, say, tell me what's going on here. What he said. What he said, that's what he meant. This is what he told. This is what we left out here. Listen.
And to her.
And to her.
Was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen.
Clean.
And white.
Won't give a black. Red might not show up right. Clean and white. Tell them why.
For the fine linen is the Sadiq of the Kodashim.
That's her justification. And we start looking at cloth, how we going to understand it? Because we knew what she had to put on it. You know yourself, a woman wear white now, that don't mean she don't virgin. Supposed to wear it out of jail putting it. So what's your justification? What's your justification? See now? They don't even know. See, that's why you went back. That woman has something to justify because she got a name called on her. Mm-hmm. She got a name. He got a name called. He had to prove out who he was. He said, you are the only, book almost told y'all 3-1. He said, you're the only person I know. That was him talking. How do we know that? Mm-hmm. We don't know that because he said it. Then I got to show you my, why you think I gave you the Torah? Check the cloth and see for yourself. Mm-hmm. That proof. I produced the dam on the cloth. I haven't been with nobody else. Listen, I just believe it because the Spirit had, that's your problem.
All right.
Stop just believing something. That's how we got in this predicament we in now trying to fix it, because you just been believing stuff. You didn't know how to prove out nothing you believe. Mm-hmm. So here I am. Makes sense, y'all?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what else he told us. Because it could just very well be my mouth. Let's see. That verse, listen.
And he saith unto me, mm-hmm. Right, Baraka are they which are Yakra unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, these are the Amat sayings of Elohim. Mm-hmm. And I fell at his regal to shakah him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not.
Why?
I am thy fellow Abad, and of thy Akim that have the testimony of Yahushua.
Uh-oh, hold on for a minute. What now? You say I got my own testimony.
I am thy fellow Abad and of thy Akim that have the testimony of Yahushua.
What? What about my? No, you can't get nobody. You gotta have your own. That's it. You gotta have your own testimony. What happened?
Shekar Elohim,
Shakar Elohim, worship Elohim.
for the testimony of Yahushua.
You said my testimony is what now?
For the testimony of Yahushua
What is it?
is the Ruach of Nebuah.
You do know how they wrote that, what we read in the 22nd chapter. That by Nebuah. He told you, that's my testimony.
Right.
I was justified. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Don't worry about it.
Good stuff.
That's why I guess it's all about where you at. See, these folks that made a fool out of us, these folks that told us stuff, and we just ran out here behind it. We felt good, and it sounded good. These people didn't know what they were telling. Here you go. These people don't know what they were talking about. They'll tell us something. If it'll make you feel good, it'll make you shout, make you run, they'll tell it to you. When you come and sit down and somebody let you sit down and give you some understanding of what you read, don't it make a difference? That it makes no. Now, does it make sense that when the devil came, they told, devil, you don't know me. I come from the projects. I sat down. We ain't have but one meal a day. The devil said, oh shit, man, you bad. I'm finna go. Devil, I ain't have no daddy, no mama. And I was homeless sometimes, Satan. Where you going? It's how they mess, but they tell us to make a fool because they don't know. Instead of sitting down saying, let me get with somebody that know. Let me get with somebody that can help me understand that. Because I don't want to be making a fool out of myself. And you getting laughed at. Why, for the life of me, I don't get, why do you want to just sit around and make a fool out of yourself purposely? It makes no sense. This man give us the opportunity to sit down, and don't it make sense? All Tahalina, Mr. Yahuwah. That's two. All Tahalina, Mr. Yahuwah. All the Tahalina, Yahuwah. Through Yahushua HaMashiach. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Mr. Yahuwah. Appreciate it. I appreciate Mr. Yahuwah. All we want to do is get it right. That's all we got to do is get it right. We ain't in no competition with nobody to try to beat no other congregations out. We just want to make sure we right at the end of the day. Ain't that right? We get this right and make it in and pay for it all. Ain't that right? Just want some understanding? If I gave you this, am I going to have some problem? If you'll put up on the stage. Dudes, don't be trying to count it. Don't try to slide in your pocket, Joker. Where you going? Oh, they gonna try to run now. Appreciate it. Sure like he wants to slip a little bit in the pocket for a minute. Standing right now. I'll have Mama Technic bring her back some. Drop a 5 and pick up some. I had me another one up there, they cleaned up. Yeah, they had over $300. Oh yeah, they were stacking. Yeah, they said, yeah. Oh, some of these adults hit harder than that. They going up there too? Aunt Smith done took something out of there. She got that one trying to put back. I can see straight through them. Everybody all right though? That's what we want to try to do, y'all. We go through here honestly. I want to make sure we kind of simplify and kind of understand. We read, kind of see where things are going and get a better understanding how the Torah actually plays a major part to a lot of the statements they make in what they call the New Testament. And that's how people, they feel like they got away because they got what they call the New Testament. They don't realize you ain't got away. You can't have any understanding unless you come back. And that's why he told us, you're going to eat old store. Guess what? We read the new, where we go? You got to go. When the new comes, you got to go. So you ain't properly using it. See, he set such a precedent on how this works to where when you don't, they say you couldn't have been using it right. Yeah, we just did. Man, we were just going through that New Testament. He said, but when you look at it, yeah. Okay. So when you look at it, you were supposed to eat old store because you see what we had to do to understand how to. When you say that song, I gotta clean up, woo, what I messed up. Yeah, but that teaches us the principles. It might seem like it's simple. The principles work. If you're using new, you have to eat the old first. You see, when we went through, we looked at new, I had to bring you back to the old so you could see why I could say justified. You just can't say you justified because you're on white. There has to be a proof. When you say justified, that's proof. Anybody can put on a white dress. That don't mean it. There was some proof that was supposed to be given to be evident. Y'all got it? So that's what we love for. Just that's how we knew it was consummated between us and him. Because that was the proof. Y'all got it? That dumb was proof. That justified us. And now we learn, and he set us up. Look, when we started, they like, why they call him out his name like that? Why they lie on him? Guess what they did for us? Now I got to keep him forever. But if you want to know, you're not supposed to, they ain't have to do that. They had to do that. The bull had to be fulfilled. That's how we get to keep him from now on, for long. He said, now, because when his justification come out, you can't never get rid of him now. That's how they set us up for salvation. See, before we lost him. You know what I'm saying? It worked for us. Only Mr. Yahuwah could put that together. That's why he said when you go back and read it, you thinking you got Ka'i alone. It's talking about me. This is talking about me. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Let's get ready to stand. Give Mr. Yahuwah another hand clap.